Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation.
This morning, gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Wakey, wakey.
Yes.
I'm excited about today.
It's midweek, yeah. Wednesday means a weekend.
Oh yeah. He's out.
Phil,
He's out with the rainfall.
Yeah, maybe he's out until there's rainfall as well. But yeah, I hope the night was peaceful.
Yeah, it was sweet.
It was restful enough.
Yeah, restful. But I was heartbroken for the first time.
Why?
Oh, yesterday wasn't a good day for the people that I wanted to win in the first semi-final.
No surprises in honesty for me.
I was really surprised. It wasn't a fair game.
How wasn't it a fair game?
In my opinion, it wasn't a fair game.
How wasn't it a fair game?
Spain never looked like a team that could beat France. The anger of France on the pitch was something else throughout till yesterday. I don't know. For me, like I always say,
where was the anger coming from?
I mean that is how they have played. They have played with so much eagerness. That yesterday's game didn't seem like it was going to go their way.
Oh,
Manchester were still aggressive.
So aggression, not
yes,
anger.
Yeah. No, I mean they play with that kind of anger to win, like that kind of anger in quotes. I'm just using it as a euphemism. So, what it is for me is that I didn't think it was a penalty in the first place. That ball was not a penalty.
Yeah.
It's like this. A similar thing happened to, was it Senegal? The player's mind was on the ball. Somebody else brings his foot in his front and he kicks it and you say it's a penalty.
That's a penalty all day.
Really?
Enough for a conversation. It's a penalty all day.
Okay. You guys are the technical minds, but for me, what I saw yesterday, the person aimed at the ball. He was just looking up. And the player jumped in front of him.
There was a lack of awareness of where he is. One during the penalty box. In fact, Mexico versus England, there was a penalty that Mexico got against England. Harry Kane was the one who committed the foul. Similar circumstance. He was kicking the ball, was not aware someone could pick the ball before him. And once you kick the man and they go down, that's a foul. Yeah, and so yes, I can understand. I mean, even persons have argued, at least you're even arguing the fact that he was about to kick the ball, he didn't see the man, and then he kicked him. There are those who even say that there was a handball situation because the ball hit his arm before the kick came in. But his arm was close to his body.
I still hate football.
Once it's in a natural position,
I still hate football.
22 players chasing one ball.
It's such a fantastic
I
sport.
still hate it.
It's a fantastic sport.
These are the things that make me hate it. So yesterday it just disoriented the France team.
Oh no, I don't think the penalty did.
Oh,
in fairness. They started on the front foot,
yes,
but they never looked threatening. I mean, they didn't really create much, which will result in goals.
Well,
and they were denied their game where they play a lot of transition football and individual brilliance does the work. If I don't let you keep the ball, how will you do what you want to do? It was very simple. I keep the ball, I play it around because I have technical men who can play it around and all of that. And I mean, football is like that, brief moments, like some very, and it was even before the water break.
Yeah.
Before the penalty was before the water. So you can say if you split the game into four quarters, four quarters. It was the first quarter. So they had the rest of the 3 quarters to recover. They never did, because the game was not theirs to start off with.
Playing with anger.
You understand? No anger.
That's the beauty of football. I think that's the beauty of football.
Yeah, when they put the ball on the ground, they say, pass, make a pass. Yeah. Pass and let me pass, and let's see if you can pass better than me.
I think it was France's game to win. It was. So in my mind, France won the game. No, I'm being very honest. In my mind, France won the game because Spain didn't play to please me like they played to win. You see the way Argentina plays? When Argentina plays and they win or they lose, you know
Argentina has been atrocious this tournament.
No.
Particularly in the knockout
I think
phase.
not.
In fact, Spain has played better football, controlling the game better than Argentina has the entire tournament. Bar Cape Verde, where they drew 0-0, they've been fantastic. They don't blow teams away, but they always have the game under control.
Argentina, you mean, right?
Spain. Argentina have never had the game under control.
No, Argentina
have been played off the park by Egypt,
Argentina
Cape Verde, Switzerland.
No, they've been formidable.
No, they have the mentality to win.
Exactly.
But if you want to say a team that impresses from start to finish, Spain,
France.
You know they've conceded just 1 goal. The entire tournament.
But France how many goals has France conceded?
France has conceded more than 1.
More than 1, right? Even yesterday they conceded 2.
Yes, Spain has conceded just 1 goal, and that was against Belgium.
Yeah. 1
goal. The entire tournament, 1 goal.
Oh.
That speaks to a team.
Oh, Charlie, if I say so, that means France is not. I mean.
Yeah, they played Uruguay. They played Portugal. Mm-hmm. They played Belgium. Mm-hmm. You can't say they've not met a serious team.
Well, anyways. Football is football, and I still hate football.
Well, we love it, and the Mundial is slowly coming to an end. But I mean, we'll get a bit more.
I thought the second semi-final was supposed to have been yesterday.
It's today.
It's today.
It'll be today. It's at 7 p.m.
So I kept on dozing off, waking up.
England versus Argentina is today. The third place.
When somebody just lost one.
England is winning.
England must win.
Fair.
They will win.
I mean, I know where all of this is coming from, but I mean.
Oh really?
We leave it all in God's hands.
Oh yes. So, you are thinking. No, the point is that look, for me sometimes I just want even distribution. Mm-hmm. You won the World Cup.
You want an all-European finals?
Not necessarily. I mean, England has been hungry for the cup for a very long time.
Every team has won the World Cup.
Spain won
before.
in 2016. I mean, in recent
2010.
So 2016, Spain has won it recent past. Argentina has won it immediate past. England win.
Football, that's not how it is. So it's not because you've won it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. It's been a long
time since you won it.
I'm just saying. I'll be much happier.
It's a matter of get on the field and show your magic. But in fairness,
yes, sir.
Spain wins this World Cup.
Oh no!
I believe they will have just too much for either of Argentina or
England will beat them.
Or England. Because the technical nous that they possess, is one that is fantastic. But let's get into the newspapers because we're 12 to the top of the hour. I have the Daily Graphic and a number of papers, and so I'm going to walk through them. Then I come to the rest of you guys. Daily Graphic, big banner story: raw rubber export ban shoots up purchases. The story is by Michael Quay. The story has a picture of the Trade Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosue-Jare, as well on the front page. The utilization of raw rubber produced in the country has almost quadrupled due to export restriction and subsequent ban imposed this year. Since the restriction of exports from January this year and the subsequent outright ban, which came into effect in July this year, local rubber processors have increased raw rubber purchases directly from traders and aggregators. How does this marry with our intention to ban plastic use in the country? You know, rubber, once we are producing rubber and we are banning the export, it will presuppose we are wanting to use it locally. If we're using it locally, where does it fall within the framework of a movement towards the ban of single-use plastics and some others, amongst other things? Those are some of the questions I'm asking as I'm reading this, but perhaps we'll get a bit more in terms of explanation. Okay. Graphic employee assaulted by Nungua police officers. Not a good thing. Public land rezoning requires parliamentary approval. Supreme Court halts GN savings and loans license restoration. And minority seeks answers over Iyoko arrests. On the back page, Argentina-England battle for place in World Cup final.
That's by Maurice Kwanzaa, right?
Yes, Morris, always.
Awesome.
The Ghanaian Times, next on the bill, raw rubber export restrictions boosting local purchases, supporting government industrialization. That story is also a big banner story on the Ghanaian Times. Expensive politics shutting out competent leaders. As according to the Vice President of the Republic, nationwide crackdown on illegal sand winning begins. Minerals Commission uncovers illegal network. BOG revokes ZPay license over regulatory breaches. That story is from one of the growing fintechs to sudden.
ZPay. I mean, it was a sad story. It was a sad story, you know.
Maybe
I think there was an issue with a loan that he had taken from someone in excess of $3 million, and it hadn't been paid. So his house was taken over. So I mean, I'm surprised. I'm really, really surprised, because this was a budding young man who had put this together, and it looked quite good until now. So sustainability is one of the things that we always question when it comes to holding up the Ghanaian business. So when I see Ghanaian businesses striving and thriving and keeping on for years, I think we need to applaud them. We sincerely need to applaud them.
I mean, where are the Ghanaian industries that we can see has traversed decades and continue to stand
we have the papayas.
Papaya is not really Ghanaian. It's not really Ghanaian.
Yeah.
When I say it's not really Ghanaian, meaning the ownership is not.
Who is a Ghanaian?
A Ghanaian is somebody who was born here in Ghana or has parents.
Once your documentation affirms you are Ghanaian, you're Ghanaian.
What documentation?
I mean, once if you naturalize, you're Ghanaian.
Yes. You're either born here, you naturalize, or one of your parents is. So you would say even if you're born outside, if one of your parents is Ghanaian and can vouch for you that you're Ghanaian, you're Ghanaian.
Even if you migrated, once you've naturalized.
Yeah, but I don't think papaya. But I mean,
we can find out, right?
But that we need to look into.
The big businesses that exist.
The Casapreco.
Yeah, Casapreco,
yes, solid. It's been that's one you can give a shout to.
TT Brothers.
TT Brothers to an extent.
Kofi Sofami has been there for more than 10 years.
Robert and Sons.
Hey. Okay, maybe Robert, but I don't know about his sons.
Robert and Sons have been there for
years.
I mean,
I'm not saying 15, 20 years old. I'm saying generations. Businesses that have existed generations and have been passed and they are still thriving.
You mentioned
Ambrose could have been one.
Gihok already.
Gihok is Ghanaian owned.
yes.
Like it's a state-owned. I mean, private-led
Private
entities.
ones,
Even
right.
state-owned, we've not been able to do a good job in terms of the long haul. Outside,
Sega is overhauling, and I think credit to Professor White. I think SOEs are doing a lot better.
What companies are there that we can say what generation?
But I think they can still do better based on the.
I mean, there's room
General's
for a
report.
lot more.
I
The
think
debts and things which.
Yeah, there's room for a lot more. But I just like the direction Sega has taken with his leadership.
Okay.
You know, be more regulatory, ensure compliance and things like that.
Well, I would say, in addition to what it is, that we've seen the president mention specific KPIs and said that in the appointment of all CEOs, he says, look, if you don't turn the company around, we'll merge you or we pull the plugs. Government is no longer going to be doing, there are losses here and then they're allowing it to go. So either you're doing good enough work where you turn the losses around into profit so that your debt overhang, we can begin to find a way to deal with it. But if you continue to post more losses and more debts, we'll pull the plugs.
But Mawuena has been over a year, and are we saying that they haven't been appraised after a year? Because it's been over a year.
The Sega reports
they've been in power, and you know we've seen the Auditor General's report, and we can even tell from the performance of certain institutions. Yesterday, Goyle was in the news for, an awesome performance. We've seen what has happened with Tema Oil Refinery. We've seen what has happened with Ghana Maritime Authority. Goldboard is a
baby, right? It's a baby.
But at least even a baby that is walking so fast, we need to.
I wouldn't be in haste or quick to. Endorse that. But I think they are, for a baby doing what they are doing, they are trying.
Right.
You know, there's more room for improvement. You know, my favorite chap is Richard Nunekweku. He's a very upright guy, very solid guy, and you know, he's my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like his style of leadership.
A special good morning to him as well. Nunekweku, he's a deputy to Sami Jimfi at Concord as
talking
well.
about the industries, a few ones. So there's Darko Farms.
Is it still in existence?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Oh, really?
Yes, they're still in the poultry and the agribusiness industry. Right. And then in Kulenu.
Yes, they did the palm.
The palm and all that. I think they started doing Kinky too or something.
So there are a few of them. Latex Film is also there. It is also.
Is it Ghanaian owned?
Yes, that's what I pick.
Oh, really?
That's private, right?
Yes, it's private.
Okay, then that's fantastic.
And then
Interplast Film collapsed.
Interplast Ghana.
Interplast Ghana, yes. Interplast.
That's not Ghanaian also.
It is. That's
really?
Yes.
No, that's Afakri.
If he's naturalized, you and I.
Okay, maybe. But we're talking about indigenous.
Just like Kate said, if your documents show that you are Ghanaian.
We're talking about indigenous, like
Ghanaian. Well, NS Chemist is in
NS Chemist is.
Yeah.
But you know, he's still around. He started it and he's still around, so he's not been passed on yet. So we are looking at issues like maybe Bonsatai, Aboso Glass Factory, you know, all those.
Even Aboso Glass Factory was a state.
You mean the ones that have collapsed?
Yes, you know Pambros.
No, we are not.
You know Pambros.
Yeah, we are not after.
Pambros Apente.
I'm talking about the Ghanaian business acumen where we've built an empire that has existed beyond the founder, right?
Afariwa
Farms.
But the founder is still alive.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's old now, but Afariwa.
That's fair.
Kinafama is also Ghanaian.
Yes, it will be great to see 20, 50 years from now, Afariwa Farms, NS Chemist, still doing fantastic, growing in the space. Because
But how long has Melcom even been in the system?
Oh yeah, Melcom has been.
Because the point
Are you
is,
going to say they're not Ghanaian as well?
Oh no, the owner is not Ghanaian.
The
We're
point
talking
is
about ownership and indigenous, like what we would
Have you seen
describe as.
Have you seen his citizenship status?
Oh no, he's not Ghanaian.
Have you seen the beneficial owner of the company?
Oh, now you're talking about beneficiary. I'm talking about the ownership.
Yes, that's what I'm
The
telling
ownership.
you.
No, he's not Ghanaian.
No.
It's not an indigenous Ghanaian company.
I don't want us to dwell on Ghanaian or not.
Yes, so far as they are
yeah.
a private local business, you understand, with maximum Ghanaian input.
No.
Okay, so here's why I raised the point.
Melbourne,
Right?
1989.
Yes.
Here's why I.
Na 1989 cry say oyenipa ankasisi awedi say.
Here's
No,
here's
you can't grow.
no, if you don't naturalize and you can be
There
yes,
may be
you can
some
be-
kabana onye Ghana ni ana.
You
Enti I say eti say owners no ga krom ha no mutio.
They
We've
view-
seen generation after generation.
Yeah, we're looking at indigenous.
They've also created generational wealth.
Let us situate the
And we've
argument
seen them
properly.
grow over the period.
Yes.
Are we talking about indigenous Ghanaian companies or companies that have lasted long in Ghana?
Okay, I was the one who raised the point.
So just
let me
clarify.
clarify that.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to whether indigenous Ghanaian. I'm talking about a private company, Ghanaian owned, which has
That's
been
indigenous.
birthed, right? An indigenous Ghanaian company birthed, which has traversed generation to generation. Let's even go as far back as independence.
Yeah.
Can we look back and say this is a private owned Ghanaian enterprise which has grown, speaking to the business acumen of Ghanaians? Because when industries grow, or when I will not say industry, when a business grows from generation to generation, it is able to drive change and development within that space they play in. You understand? So sometimes when we talk about business and a lot of foreign exchange is repatriated outside of the jurisdiction amongst others,
doesn't make
when we
sense.
look within, we find out that we don't really have the businesses which have grown and have become big boys, big players
Some cold stores are
within the space.
In Tema.
But why is that though?
Yeah, what is
No,
this?
it's
fisheries.
it's one of the it's one of the
Kings, yeah.
Cash fisheries
one of
is
the reasons why I'm
those
asking the question.
old
Yeah.
companies.
It's one of the reasons why I'm asking the question.
And it still
Why
exists.
is it that
there's-
we're not able to we are not seeing that?
there's
Is
this
it the
place,
environment? Is it that the businesses are centered around the founders and such that they are not able to transcend
Beyond them.
So I will
beyond
say a
them
few things.
and all of that?
It's got to do with the culture of the Ghanaian. And the other thing has to do with marital situations. Where
Marital
Yeah,
situations.
where founders marry more than one woman. So after their demise, this family, it's happening to Pambros. Let's not kid about it. It's in the news. So the point is that one family thinks that we are the oldest, so we have to take over the company. The others are like, no, daddy was using Crosby to go to work every day, so he was the one being led. So when they just distort everything. So most of the companies that have collapsed have come up as a result of men marrying more than one and not being straightforward with who is supposed to take over their empire after their demise.
But they have wills.
Look, let
But
me
they
tell you
don't have
something.
wills.
What are you saying? Some of them die intestate. Most people don't write wills.
Well, that's
Most
fine.
people don't
I
write
know,
wills.
I
Yes,
know.
most of them die
Wills.
intestate,
I mean,
yeah.
people struggle with wills because
Yeah.
they feel like writing a will is synonymous to inviting death into your
Yes,
chambers.
and will
all of that.
contestation introduces injunctions. So whilst it's been contested, nobody should work. So if the contestation goes on for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, nobody's going to work in the company. You get it?
But
so there are some
outrightly
fisheries-
saying it's marrying multiple is also a stretch.
No, what
in
I'm saying is
fairness.
that we're
I mean
looking at points.
Yeah,
or
possible
reasons.
reasons, right?
So this
And
would
it
be
is
one
it
of
is one
them.
of the key. It's one of the key. One of the key because some of the children will squander all the money and not be part of the business. Some would go and live outside for a very long time. After the demise of the owner, they come in and want to.
But how is it done elsewhere?
we have to learn it. Look at the Lebanese. So this is what they do. When the child is even 9 or 10 years, when they vacate from school, they are brought into the business. So they sit around. If it's exchange, like buy and sell, commerce, they would be there selling to the people. If it is a workshop, they would be there taking the engine parts and all those things, the replacement parts, and giving it at age 10, 11, 12, 13. So
they are
everybody,
part of
so
the
they are
business.
part of the trade. I know this on authority because my father
It's
worked
not.
for a
It's
lot
not.
of them.
It's not a Lebanese thing. It's a choice some of us grew up supporting our mother's businesses at age 5, age 6, and so on.
I've seen people.
So I don't want to limit it to a Lebanese
my
culture.
My favorite watches seller
it's a choice
took over the business from a grandmother.
As a business
owner. As a business owner.
Continued
to involve your next generation.
Your question was, why doesn't it work with us? And when we look at the ratio or the comparison between Ghanaians and other foreign nationals,
you see the generational wealth within Okaenshi. You see great grandmothers who once owned shops, whose grandmothers, mothers, children,
that is commerce.
Grandchildren.
That is commerce. We're talking about commerce.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that is commerce. I thought we were referring to industries.
No, I'm only making this point to support.
Okay. But
the point you made on the Lebanese and that culture.
If we go into some, manufacturing, some of those things, I feel like they can drive change. It's
capital intensive.
Yeah. So, it brings me to what I'm finding right now, that the biggest factor, Mawuena, to the question you're asking on why is the finance. We know that many indigenous companies, those who start, they are likely to start with maybe family savings. They'll start with some susu here and there, retained earnings or informal loans. Now, it may be enough to start.
Upscaling
is where the problem will come in, and oftentimes they will go over and beyond themselves to get it to a certain level, but it will be very difficult to.
I may be tempted to speak in the wrong direction towards Crosby just mentioned, because we are looking at institutions or industries that have survived, but after the demise of what's the name? The owner. So there was a transport company in Kumasi, Poku
there was
Transport.
No transition plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Poku Transport is one of them. But here is the situation. It has to do with the culture. Now, a Ghanaian business person makes money. Every vacation, children are flown out to UK, US, go and stay here for that. They are not a part of the business.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm speaking to. Yes. You see, I come from one of those families where what you're saying is false. You understand? Okay. That's what I'm saying, that it is not statistically proven that it is a Ghanaian way
it's not a Ghanaian
it's not a Ghanaian thing. It's a choice. It's a general. Yes, it happens everywhere. Not just in Ghana. You would find the same situation in other parts of the world as well.
Wealthy persons don't have their children taken away.
It does not necessarily mean. I understand what you're saying.
What Patrice is saying, but we're only saying that don't limit it to Ghana. It's not like a Ghanaian.
Don't say it's a Ghanaian thing.
We are speaking as Ghanaians to Ghanaian matters. We are not speaking to Korean issues, are we? We are not. No, because we don't know the Korean issue. But we are speaking to what we know on the ground. And I'm telling you on authority that a lot of the Lebanese businesses, they thrive over the period.
We know a lot that have collapsed as well.
Oh, I know.
We know a lot that have collapsed.
And I can tell you the reason.
So if you want to call, because we don't have the numbers in terms of success rate, in terms of thriving.
Yes, it will just be safe not to generalize.
At this point,
to generalize and say,
if you make this statement, if you make this statement at this point, then that means your premise was wrong.
Where the premise will be what?
What are we discussing? What are we arguing about? Why we are not able to sustain?
Yeah.
So if why we are not able, that means they collapse.
And Crosby mentioned financial. I mentioned it's capital intensive.
If we are
Crosby said it's financial.
Capital
demanding.
intensive. Your point about not a succession plan. I think that's what we'll call it, a succession plan.
Yes.
So as to having the business look beyond the individual who's running it and looking at how this grows and becomes this in a number of years.
What Patrice is saying is founder dependence. That many Ghanaian businesses, they are built around
the personality
founder. So if this founder dies, becomes sick, is unavailable, or is not able to handle the
business cannot live beyond
itself.
I hope you understand my argument.
One of the factors that
the mechanical Lloyds,
we're having this discussion because
remember mechanical Lloyd?
Yes.
And beyond the founder thing is the succession plan. So because that also does not exist, anybody else can come and take over the business and then run the business down. I think there's an agreement here. We're all talking about the same thing.
I know also sometimes they can buy you out, or you the founder. They'll buy you out and they'll run the entity, and you'll be.
So Cyrus Oil,
you'll be behind the scenes, and you'll be getting dividends being paid to you and all of that, right? So yeah.
So what I'm saying is that the basis for the discussion is that Ghanaians have not been able to sustain businesses over the year, right?
It's a concern and a question.
That is the basis. So that means we have not been able to hold it up. That is why we are looking at possibilities or issues or challenges that have made it impossible for them to. So if you are saying it, then that means. But if Ghanaian businesses were thriving generationally, wouldn't be having this discussion.
So let me finish.
Statistics per our discussion.
I think it's always the vision. You see, it's always the vision. Every business is driven by a vision. So say your mom decides to start a bakery to support the household, so she's able to support you through school, and she accomplishes that. That was her vision. So if that business does, yes.
With you going,
but you see,
yes.
But you see,
so anyway,
it's a case of can someone pick it up and take it extra notches higher?
It depends on the
Kentucky Fried Chicken, for instance, was started by someone who was pretty much on retirement.
But how was
right?
How was
62 years?
But subsequently,
how was the environment? Did it help him upscale? So that's where the finance concern also comes in.
You know, the Chinese who come into this country to do business. I mean, we have heard, we have seen, we know that some of them are funded by their government.
They are loaded.
You see, so do we have Ghanaians who go to other countries to do business and are funded by the government,
state?
by
No,
the state?
The state does not.
Because even locally,
the state does not.
In country, we don't have those opportunities. I mean,
it could be
very good businesses go through challenges, and instead of taking them through a transitional plan that will help retain the business, the integrity of the business, the profitability of the business, so people can still keep their jobs and so on. I mean, we prefer crashing them. That's why for some of us, you know, this Zoom Lion conversation, though, as much as there's a lot of conversations around it, some of us feel maybe we should look at the Huawei model, the Huawei China model, you know, in terms of
state support,
state involvement.
Yes, because if the government decides to withdraw business from Zoom Lion, what becomes of it? Then it becomes dependent on its global businesses away from.
And if the government withdraws too, then Zoom Lion is also likely to withdraw from the government, and that would also mean impact on the state.
Yes. So it should be a win-win.
Yes,
you know, they should be empowered to do what is right, so that all the speculation, the fingering, the bickering, and all of those things would be put to rest.
Let me. There are papers. I still have two papers. It was a ZPay conversation. It was a ZPay conversation which made me ask that question, which got us. Supreme Court holds restoration of GN savings line spending final determination. On the back page, expert advocate shifts to professional water management in rural communities, and presidency donates 100,000 cedis to Kolebu Dialysis Center. The Daily Guide from the Ghanaian Times, big banner story: miracles arrest 50 million cedis bill. The inside story, see page 3 for the story. Afoko seeks NPP chairmanship on unity reconciliation ticket. Gold Board injects 8.4 million cedis to fix Galamsey hit water plant. Iyoko Rambo style arrest threaten democracy. Afenyo Markin. And Supreme Court holds GN savings and loans license restoration. I'm done with the papers I have. I'll come to you guys.
For the custodian, we have tension mounts in NDC over Mohammed's third-term saga. And we have Afoko launches chairmanship bid, promises to unite MPP, and impulsive Yoko blasted over cruel, oppressive bail conditions. And we have Gold Board to fix 3 GWL plants with 8.4 million Ghana cedis. And then Ato Forsen presents mid-year budget on July 23rd. For the Inquisitor, we have Obuasi West Executive Elections Dispute. Kwarteng punches Nana Ayu. And you have the two of them featuring on the front page. Afoko formally announces MPP chair bid. Gold Board commits 8.4 million to restore water infrastructure. Ato to present mid-year budget next week. Are they the same editors? Because the custodian and the Inquisitor
seem to sound
same. Right. And then for the Informer, teacher shortage hits 1 in 5 districts. Mahama Baumia Mon Yana, Poultry Farmers Association angry with government over Nkokon Kitinkiti. Mahama third term agenda, Flagstaff House cracks. We have over there featuring Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajimai, Johnson Esiedun Ketia, Fifi Fiavi Kwete, and President John Mahama himself. And MPP warns NDC appointees, says 2028 will change everything. Galamsey threatens Ghana's cocoa future. And then for the new finder, we see Ghana closes in on external debt restructuring completion. About 2.8 million Ghanaians living with hepatitis B. Government targets end to tomato imports within 4 months. And Supreme Court halts GN savings license reinstatement. Middle East tensions expose Ghana's fuel vulnerability, says financial analyst. So that is it.
Okay, so let me do the Africa Today, which says that President Mahama tasked to investigate 80% of members and then stop the political noise and answer the 55 million Ghana cedi questions. This is Henry Inusa Mobila was firing at the MPP. Now, presidents must wake up. Saboteurs in the presidency. Staff accused of suppressing farmers' petition to president over land grabbing in Shai Osu Doku. Also on the front page of the Africa Today, a shift in the narrative. Dr. Segbefia hails impact of Mahama's justice sector reforms. Also, Tantra Hill Queen Mother pleads with Mahama to fix roads and build fire service station. And MP threatens to terminate contractors' agreements over delays and shoddy work on Ayi Mensa Damfa Amranya Road project. So that is the Africa Today newspaper. Supreme newspaper says, former Jaboso DC Kwamna Ejef ICE NPP Western North second vice chairmanship. Come back home, Afoko rallies disgruntled NPP members. Minority demands Attorney General's briefing over Miracle Abuaje's arrest.
No, really?
Yeah. Apostle Francis Amuakwata to launch 2 books. And Supreme Court halts reinstatement of GN savings license pending BOG Bank. And Bank of Ghana revokes ZPay's license over regulatory breaches.
Yeah, not everything is politics. So
yeah.
We are asking the Attorney General to come and explain why EUCO arrested an individual who has been under investigation.
They have stated everything, the reasons.
You know, and I'm this morning just trying to get messages. I'm reading Erastus Asaredonko's post from a day ago, and I completely agree with him. You see, we can't demand accountability on one front, and then when someone is arrested, we mass up and demand their release.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want
accountability? You're right.
Do we want to follow the money trail? Do we want that? I mean, by all means, let's speak against rights abuses. And we are here. We say that the bail sums are excessive, and bail is supposed to secure a person and must not be used as punishment. But let us not say no, somebody should not be. Everybody can be arrested once you fall foul of the law, irrespective of the privileges you enjoy and the fact that some persons are more equal than others by virtue of the position you occupy and all of that. It's in the make of the... But for us to continue to make the argument as though some people cannot be arrested and we should come and explain. Respect, I disagree.
It looks as though we see every arrest through politics.
No, it cannot be.
When there may be substance to the arrest. Yes, we've spoken about why we should respect rights, but as we do it, we should also, like you're saying, Mawuena, we should also not turn a blind eye to the substance of the conversation. And I read a post from Kay yesterday, and that had to do with, in as much as there's the noise, the conversation about, the bail conditions and all of that, there is still an amount of money that is missing that we are trying to find, that somebody is paying back. So we should do the two simultaneously. Look for human rights protection, avoid and prevent the human right abuse, but also don't lose sight of the accountability question. Because if it looks as though whoever is arrested, even when you don't know why the person has been arrested, you go there and you start saying that release the person, then what are you doing? What are you asking for? Is the person's release when no rights has been abused, when the person is not being tortured or anything? Is it more important than the investigation that the state agencies are beginning or continuing in relation to the person? I think as a people, we should know exactly.
No, we don't want accountability. We pretend we want it, and then when someone is picked up to answer questions, immediately. Yes, by all means, let's speak to the state institutions wanting to overly be zealous.
With miracles issues, it's important we separate three matters because we have the allegations, the arrest, and then the bail conditions. These are three different things. If we look at what Yoko says, they are saying they followed an audit and a petition concerning alleged financial and procurement irregularities.
Yeah. And
if an institution is taking action based on this, are we privy to the audit report?
No,
we are not privy to the audit report, and we are not privy to the petition either. So it's important that sometimes we allow the state institutions to work. One would have expected that since the rule of law exists in this country, being in opposition does not truncate your rights as a citizen of Ghana. And Miracle, knowing his background and his history with the MPP, would definitely attract well-meaning lawyers who would be able to engage with the state institutions
and loyalists as well.
Yes,
but it's no basis to go and
away from the noise and unlawful assembly.
We see the report too. We see
things
the
like
report every year where they say that corruption has done this and that. Do we want these matters to be investigated or not? These questions have to be answered honestly.
Of course.
You understand? Not everything. And I'm disagreeing because the minority leader is seeking to suggest that the Attorney General must come and explain why Miracles was arrested. And I'm asking,
no.
That's
below the belt.
I disagree.
So when I listened to the minority leader yesterday, what I picked from what he said is they are not against accountability. So if you're accusing somebody of doing the wrong thing, by all means, do what is necessary to get the right information from the person. However, be careful not to abuse the rights of the person. And with this, he's relating it to the demands and the condition of his arrest. So first is how the man was arrested, raising concerns about how he was picked up from the airport, when this is somebody who was engaging with Yoko already. So there's no basis in his words to think that the man will run away or the man will not be available to come to you to respond to questions or answer questions, so that you didn't have to do what you did, arrest him in the manner that you.
Which is a fair argument to make.
Exactly. It's a fair argument, but it's not a fair argument because does this only work for politically exposed persons? Haven't we been in this country and seen ordinary citizens being picked up? Haven't we seen ordinary citizens? Is the Attorney General called to come and respond to some of these things?
I agree with you, but then the responsibility now goes to the state institution.
Apanyomakin got it wrong. Trust me.
He got it wrong.
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say
of a state institution.
Here's what I'm going to say in response.
You don't decide on that.
Right? Iyoko's statement is an official statement.
Yes.
until we get a bit more in terms of details and an explanation, we'll at least you can, whoever you are, you can decide to treat it or take it with a pinch of salt or whatever.
But even civil liberties.
But here's what we are told. The man has been under arrest. He has been under investigation for 1 year. They discovered new evidence, which was going to be the basis for his arrest, and went to put a stop order at the airport. At the time the order was taken there, he was outside of the jurisdiction. I'm just recounting the details of Iyoko's statement. He was outside of the jurisdiction. When he returned, the stop order was still in force. Immigration officials held him Saturday evening and gave him to Iyoko Sunday morning. When there's a stop order for you, unless maybe some of the law enforcement agencies, I know a number of people listen, lawyers and what have you, they'll help us appreciate. When there's a stop order for you and you arrive in the country and the immigration picks you up, is that a violation of any rights? Is that an arrest? Is that an arrest in any way? Right? So we say, there's a stop order for you. Iyoko has come to us that we should prevent you from traveling because they want to arrest you.
Yes.
Right? And you are not in the jurisdiction. So immediately you can be Master Crosby.
Sit here small.
Sit here for us small. And you sleep here today. Tomorrow we will take you to Iyoko because they say they want to, at least they brought documentation to suggest they want to stop you from traveling.
So you are privy to why you've been detained.
So once that is happening, where lies the question as to he's been in the jurisdiction, because they tell us that they wanted to arrest the man in this week. Whether or not the arrest is justified or not, they said they found fresh evidence. The argument we are making is that we cannot be making or be suggesting that some persons are above arrest. Yes, granted, there's political following and all of that.
Look, even chiefs
have to be navigated.
The custodians of our heritage, even chiefs are not above it. You have to navigate
because there could be security implications where people decide to do one or two things, as you can't arrest my person and all of that, and the escalations that could come about it. But to say there was no lay down process, as with the statement that we've seen and the explanation, I think it's a bit far-fetched. And once there's been an explanation as well as to why he was arrested and the processes he's gone through, I don't think a demand extra for an attorney general to come and explain in specificity as to why Miracle was arrested.
I think that the conversations that should be had, is, was he denied access to his lawyer?
Those are the questions.
Those are the real questions we have to be asking. Was he denied access to his lawyer? Was he denied access to bail after 48 hours as enshrined by law? So if those key questions, remain unanswered, or if those key questions turn out to be otherwise, then it means that Iyoko failed in executing his mandate in accordance with law. But if those key questions have not been answered, why do we want to dictate the pace or how state institutions or law enforcement institutions should carry out their mandate if it's in accordance with law? And that's why I was asking Crosby, haven't you seen ordinary people being picked up in accordance with law?
Patrice was telling us yesterday he had someone arrested because the person was supposed to have...
But the minority leader was a majority leader some few years ago.
Yeah.
And as majority leader, he was privy to the surge in arrests.
So Apenyo Makin wears 4
He didn't have anything
caps
to say then?
He wears 4 status caps. First of all, he's a citizen of the country. Number 2, he's a lawyer. Number 3, he's a minority leader in parliament. And number 4, he's a political party.
Number 5, he's a traditional leader.
So that is him. So I want to see him in these 4 states. Number 1, as a member of parliament and somebody who understands and knows the law, does he think or believe that Iyoko was wrong in all that they did? And does he believe in himself that the question that he was putting out there was not politically motivated rather than reasonable? What he said doesn't become reasonable when it comes to legal matters and parliamentary sittings. He's only speaking as a politician representing NPP. So he would have to speak to his people for them to see that he is also doing something, so to speak. His voice is being heard. Is he not a Ghanaian? If he is a Ghanaian, then I can conclude, based on what he has said, that he's not being a patriotic Ghanaian. Because 55 million Ghana cedis is no joke.
No, he should be concerned. He should be asking. Because you see, this is what I always believe in, Patrice, not to cut you short. You see, when a president appoints, right, he has delegated parts of his responsibilities to you, because he cannot be everywhere at the same time. There are so many things that happen on their blind side. And I can say on authority that there are so many things that Akufo-Addo is sitting back and asking himself, probably asking himself, hey, did this really happen? How come I never knew this happened? Because not everything that happened under Akufo-Addo's administration was his handiwork. So if you have the interest of the party at heart, you should be concerned that, hey, now we have my appointment now. Yes, I know. Okay, you share assembly. Said their baby are enkoye near the 2 years. Let's dig into the matter and appreciate what really happened. Because if something really happened, then we should be asking ourselves questions. What kind of people are we appointing as a political party? But it looks as if political parties defend their own, whether they are right or wrong. And that is a culture that must change, because if it doesn't, then a time is coming, they will only
you see, we all say that the president may not be aware of certain things that happen under his tenure, but I would want to digress from that assertion. There is the Auditor General's report that audits all these state institutions. There are media houses that come in, day out on air to speak to national issues. So if the president would tell me that he hasn't got the executive secretary to tell him these are the issues that were found and placed and reported in the Auditor General's report, so you should check institution A, institution B, person A, person B, person C. If they were going by that, I don't think he has the excuse to say that. But
Patrice, what if the executive secretary is the godfather of the cartel?
But my point is that he knows. By now, Dr. Baumia would be making comments based on the
corruption is a cartel.
You get it? Dr. Baumia will be making comments on the Auditor General reports. In case he becomes president one day, is he telling me that he will throw away the Auditor General's report because he's now president, so he's blind to it? All these our leaders are very much aware of things that are going on. Who pays out funds? Is the finance minister. So are you telling me that you can't understand what the finance ministry is doing in terms of payment? You pay somebody to renovate stadium and the person doesn't do it and the person is paid. You pay somebody to construct roads. Roads are not constructed. And then you pay the person. Look, there are little things that we can look at. But everybody says to the man, yes, you go DB. That is the statement. That is what the politicians say. You get power, chop some and go. The country will be your own. At least these are things that they say. And I'm not hiding it because we meet them day in, day out, and they make all these period statements. But the point is that nobody will want to come and say that this is what Crosby said, or this is what Kay said. Nobody would say that. For me, presidents have the power to make and unmake a state. Nobody can tell me anything that is happening under your ambit. You can't find it. So how is the possibility that Yoko and those other anti-corruption agencies, STRAD and all those things, they are able to find out things about those in opposition? Because they have what? They do the analysis. They are able to find all those things and arrest all these people, why can't they do it to themselves whilst it is going on?
They won't.
You get it? So they have the power too, but they don't do it whilst they're in power. When another political party comes, then they, yes.
You know the interesting part, but
tell me, my brother.
Whilst all this is going on,
yes,
the OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, is on ice.
Yeah.
And we say we want to fight corruption. I've seen the Speaker of Parliament make certain points concerning. I saw a news card from us, of course, yesterday on the Speaker's comments on fighting corruption and so on and so forth. But I quite remember respectfully that Speaker was one of those endorsing the abrogation of the office. At the time, the conversation came up, and there was a private members bill, you know, to scrap the office. So we are looking at fighting corruption, and the most independent institution that should be fighting corruption is on ice. How would we feel if it was the special prosecutor that went after this matter? Then it wouldn't have political colors, because we would say it is.
It will still have political colors. That's the problem. And for me, that is the problem. That irrespective of which institution, both sides are averse to
with the Mustafa Hamid
to accountability. So in opposition, they will make all the arguments about corruption, and it once they get into guy and they leave and they say, oh, your agency, something happened there, and we are looking at, because when you are there, you will not prosecute your own.
No, but because, and they are right to say it is a witch hunt, because you make it look like a witch hunt, because you see, as AG, you assumed office, and when you assumed office, you discontinued certain cases. You discontinued certain cases that are closely linked to your partisan interest.
Which is why the basis for when I said
so,
but they are averse to
so if
their accountability question.
You did that, and today an institution that works closely with you decides to go after your opponent, what picture have you painted with your own brush?
But there's also the concern of the institution itself. When the politicians are crying when the tables turn, is it because they don't want accountability as one, and two?
That is it.
I'm coming.
Oh, that is it.
Or the second one is that they want accountability, but they don't trust the institution that is going to do the job.
The first one is and only
that they don't want
politicians, so to speak, those in positions of authority do not like accountability.
But do they trust the institutions?
They trust them. They trust the institutions. That is why they've kept them where they are. They trust the institutions so much, but they don't believe in the work of those institutions. So they don't believe in accountability. That is the work of the institution. They don't believe in accountability. Otherwise, my question is simple. So we want to buy, what's the name of this thing? Water bottles for an institution. So let me just extend it so everybody understands properly. We want to buy laptops for a Ministry of Energy or anything. And you're telling me that there will be a bid from somebody to sell one laptop at 250,000 Ghana cedis. Are you joking? In today's modern world, where you can just go online and type laptop, Core i7, 8 gig, this is RAM, you can do all those things and know the cost or the price of it.
Okay, so if
they don't believe in that,
so an institution does this wrong.
Exactly.
And then the institution or somebody supervises it, and the person is to be investigated.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that, is the person the subject of the investigation?
Yes.
No? Is that person against the fact that an investigation is going to happen into what he has done, or that person is against the fact that, hey, these people who are going to do the investigations, these people, they are some way?
No, because he knows if investigations are done, he would be found out.
Okay.
So he doesn't believe in accountability. The reason he will steal or go the other way. You get it? He doesn't believe in accountability.
Not the institution.
Not the institution.
So they trust the institution.
Oh, they trust the institution. the reason the same politician will come out and say, according to the report of the this is that was made by the institution, but the finality. So Public Accounts Committee, everybody believes in Public Accounts Committee. What happens thereafter? Nothing. Auditor General's report, we read everything. What happens thereafter? Nothing.
But have you wondered why we haven't passed the unexplained wealth order?
You can't.
Because I mean, how do you fight accountability without?
You can't. They would never do
the unexplained wealth order.
But then, what have we done with all the other laws that have the same or similar aim to what the unexplained wealth will do?
There's none similar.
No, in terms of
there's none similar. You see, the unexplained wealth order allows you to be able to go beyond your investigative findings.
Yeah.
So, for instance, in Miracle Abuaji's case, Yoko cannot start asking him questions like, where did you get the money to build your house?
That's in Ghana, right?
Which law supports them
That's
doing
in
that?
Ghana.
They cannot ask him questions of so yesterday when people were putting up his house and all that, I'm like, and then how do you expect, how are you going to ask him how he built his house? What law, allows you to ask him?
To an extent you could. Because if he says it's a gift,
I think
the
institution which has the power to do that is a special prosecutor.
Yes.
They can do lifestyle audits. They give you a form. They give you a form, which I know, right? They give you a form where you answer a bit of questions in that regard.
It is supposed to be the case, but that can happen under the unexplained wealth order. And the unexplained wealth order does not exist. So they cannot even carry out a lifestyle audit.
But the point is that Yoko can do that.
You see, unless the investigations allows them at a point, and then by the court, so not you don't just exactly. Yeah. Like in Mustafa Hamid's case, they decided to track the properties because they were possibly proceeds of crime and things like that. But for you to do an unexplained wealth investigation or a lifestyle audit, you need to have the unexplained wealth order in force. And as it stands, it does not exist.
Yeah.
So how do we intend to fight corruption?
There's a perception of, if you're a public office holder and there's a perception that you are corrupt, they can go fish out all the houses that have...
Because you are supposed to even declare...
Exactly.
You are supposed to... a declaration of assets.
So if you did not declare it, it's not part of it. Yeah. Number two, if you said it was given to me by Crosby, it was dashed out. Okay, so where's the information? Give us the information that it was given to you. Now, did you pay gift tax on it? Then we'll go and... Crosby, how did you come by this property?
Mustafa Hamid said the Kufuor gifted him a house.
Yes, but you see, the point is that this is what we are doing. Like I mentioned, there is nothing like a politician. There is nothing like a politician. All these people are educated people that were put in positions of authority. Yet they color themselves in politics. We wake up every morning and we discuss them. So because he said Kufuor gave it to him, then Nanado, we all like him. Oh, Nanado is he's the president too. We can't do this. So it's Nanado. Case closed.
No, the case does not close for.
You can't do this.
For think tanks like Imani and CDD and
you see,
Transparency International and the likes, and it does not close for journalists who are doing their very best to probe into issues like the Manesse Azuri, Suleimana from the Fourth Estate,
Anasari and all those people.
Yes, and even the likes we have here in Media General. You see, because you cannot you won't expect someone like Mawuena to hear something like that and just sit aloof. He will ask questions.
How can he just say
when
that
you say case closed? We say. Open.
Where did Nanado get money to gift him the property? Where did Nanado get the money to gift him the property? You are the president of the Republic of Ghana. Granted that you are paid salaries, we all know.
You know,
anything that comes, we need to find out. The interesting
part is when you say that, then everybody's okay. This part, nobody is interested in following and asking.
Nobody
would. Like Patrice is asking.
That's the thing. I mean, you see.
Because at one point we were told he sold his family
property. The SGSS.
We were told. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We were told. I mean, yes. But so fast forward, he's in a position to gift.
Charlie, I told you we are a dead country.
My point is that
we're such a dead country.
I find a lot of acts, lot of laws, lots of institutions working in a certain direction with a certain aim. The aim is to fight corruption, reduce corruption. Already there are a number of them.
Right.
My point again is that just adding one more, the unexplained wealth order, the UWO, is not going to act as a magic wand that when you move it about, all the failures of the existing laws, the existing acts, the existing agencies will stop. So that's all I'm saying. The asset declaration thing is there, the OSP is there, IOCO is there, SRAJ is there, public financial management, various ones are there, but we still see corruption going on the levels that it happened.
Yeah.
So the unexplained wealth order, yes, is good, but that alone will not do anything because all the other ones, even put together, does not seem to be doing enough.
That's it.
Crosby, it is very easy and simple for us to find all these things. So just walk into, let's say, Trasacco, Airport Hills, Cantonments, Laboni, or anywhere we have a cluster of houses, and just go in. You are investigating corruption. Just go in and check. So who owns this house? Who owns that house? Who owns this house? Then they have to give you that information.
But you, like anybody just.
And you can, because it's a suspicion. So the moment corruption is suspected, or crime is suspected, or something that falls foul of the law is suspected, they have the right to investigate and find out. So they need to know.
The investigative bodies.
Exactly, the investigative bodies, they can. So when they go in and they find out that, this house belongs to one person, second house belongs to the same person, third house, fourth house, one person owns like 50 houses, then now they'll come and say, how did you acquire all the 50 houses? Then we come, I'm into oil and gas, or I'm into gold business, and this is how much I make every week or every month or every year. So I'm able to, or these are the returns that I get on investments based on ABCD that I do. Then they'll be like, it's in order. But if you're not able to justify it, and you, that same person, is able to gift others those houses and those cars and all that, it raises a lot of questions. My point is that those at the helm of affairs, political authority, the welfare of the Ghanaian is not on their minds. Let me justify it this way. I went to the Ministry of Agri and I saw a lot of party people. I don't know if because of the way I was dressed. If you mean, how do I dress? And that small car that I drive. I get them, they're like, honorable. And I say, excuse me, please, I'm not honorable. Honorable, if you train nearby, and this is not happening only under this NDC administration. It happened in the past. So if all these people keep coming and keep begging, what does it mean? That means they have nothing doing. If they have nothing doing and you have noticed that these people always come to you begging, and that is the lame excuse a lot of MPs give, that it is difficult because people come to ask for transport, hospital fees, school fees, and all this kind of thing. That means you are not creating the adequate jobs for these people to do, to occupy themselves such that they will not come to you asking for all these things. A politician makes money, makes millions of monies, and mine is that put up a story building, create stores or shops for them, put them in, stock it with items, let them stay there and not come to you, but you not do it. You take that one and you use it to do private things that you want to do, and you turn around and tell me that we shouldn't hold you accountable for things that you do, and they lavishly show it and throw it out in our face. By the time you realize somebody that you were with, who was a young boy, 2 seconds, the person is now driving a Land Cruiser. He has got a Mercedes Benz. He has got this car. He has got that car. He's moved to Trasacco. He's moved to Airport Hills. Now, the best place is Testado. That is Chado. That's the best place people go now. So you would ask yourself, my advice to every young person listening to me this morning, you can take it or leave it. go into politics, you'll be successful.
Just on the unexplained wealth orders, it's important to add that only the OSP can currently pursue unexplained wealth orders under Ghanaian law. The UWO requires a person to explain the lawful source of their wealth where it appears disproportionate to known income. In ordinary criminal cases, the prosecution bears the burden of proof. In money laundering cases, the accused may have to account for the origin of suspicious assets. And under LI 2374, persons subject to OSP processes may be required to declare all assets, including those held through third parties. This declaration is different from the constitutional asset declaration made to the Auditor General. Investigators compare declared assets with lawful income to identify unexplained wealth. Undeclared or concealed assets may become subject to forfeiture through the legal process. The objective is to detect and recover illicit wealth while preserving due process and the right to a fair hearing.
So that's it. It's very simple. It can be done. We will not do it. Like I said, the institutions are there. But we would not do it because we don't like accountability.
We will not do it.
We will not do it.
Let me go through the papers that I have this morning. Punch Africa says Apia Boateng condemns child labor in Ghana. Government to build 261 24-hour markets nationwide, according to Ahmed Ibrahim. That's on page 9. President Mahama shows compassion to accident victim. Gomwa East DC leads national cleanup exercise. NP engages fuel outlet operators, tanker drivers on compliance. Yoko explains why Miracle Abuaje was picked up on page 8. Also, the news center this morning has
Gomwa East DC.
Gomwa East DC leads
MC. He's actually even an MC.
The paper said DC.
Yeah,
leads.
he's supposed to be an MC.
Margaret.
Yeah. Good morning, madam. The empowered to fight langadism in the area. The complaints are too much.
Margaret Nana.
And it's the same Gomwa East Enclave where a soldier was killed some few years ago by one Ben Lord, a self-styled chief. Fast forward, we don't know the outcome of the case, but langadism is before the courts, but we still don't know. Justice delayed is justice denied. And fast forward, langadism still exists within that enclave. There's evidence that the police is party to it in the enclave. There's evidence that some people in your office, madam, are party to this langadism that continues to steal the peace and harmony from the area. We are asking you this morning to make sure that you deliver on your mandate and bring glory to your appointer. Good morning, madam.
The news center this morning says Gold Board injects 8.4 million cedis into fixing 3 GWL plants on page 12. Afoko unveils 3 hours agenda to rebuild MVP rally support for 2028 comeback. Government neglects sends energy sector debt soaring to $1.5 billion on page 6 of the paper. And finally, there's a group, it is called IERPP. And IERPP stands for the Institute of Economic Research and Public Policy. Now, they have scored President Mahama 4.9 over 10 in first year. That's on page 6 of the News Center newspaper. They say detail-driven news.
We're going to go for sports, but the BNFT have a copy of that. They lead with BOG urge to set minimum fraud controls for PSPs, industry bets on stable coins. GCB Bank MD calls for blended finance to bridge Africa's SME funding gap. Z-Pay's license revoked over cash backing breaches. Sword and shield for fighting off bank insolvency. And there's a feature, it's an excerpt of a book written by Professor Ebo Hinson as well as our chief of staff, Julius Deborah. There's
public service delivery.
Yes, there's an excerpt of it, the citizen experience, a new social contract, which you can find on page 5, pretty much detailing the troubles of the everyday Ghanaian in accessing social services in the country and why we ought to do better. You should grab a copy of the BNFT and read that by Professor Robert Ebo Hinson and Julius K. Deborah as a chief of staff. They've put a book together as a brief excerpt of it as well.
That's beautiful. So if you got this, guys,
5.
Hey, but if chief of staff is doing this, then what's up with the performance review? Because it's been over a year, and I mean,
you're looking for the performance review, right?
Yes, of appointees. You know, so those who should be reshuffled or dismissed.
I don't know if Bob Hinson is still in Ghana because he was in Rwanda. So I mean, if he's come for
if he's come back.
So if you got Bob Hinson and Robert Ni Adekleg on this matter of governance, so good governance, and then the book that has been written.
Yeah, the book is written along with the chief of staff.
Find out
it's an awesome initiative.
You would find out whether or not our state institutions are performing well.
Right. On that note, let's get into sports right now for you here on the 3FM Sunrise.
Got everything you needed. Now bring it like
and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers are
with details for us with respect to sports. We're talking the World Cup, yesterday's game, and Ghana to host the under-20 AFCON, amongst many other things. The sports minister was in our studio, was our guest yesterday, and so he mentioned that as well. I trust that all is well with you, by the way.
Oh yeah, all is well.
Fantastic. Spain humbled France, the mighty France, yesterday. Surprises there for you in terms of how the game went?
Yeah, a bit surprised. Not for the fact that Spain play the way they usually play, because they are possession based. They use possession for every single thing, whether to defend, to attack, to create chances, to just keep the ball. They use that. They play to their strengths. But France were terrible at playing to their strengths.
Which was what?
Which was actually using the speed and the counter. That
if you don't have the ball, if the space is not created for you,
well,
I think the one time we saw that was Dembele hitting a quick pass to Mbappe, and they smothered him. There were like 3 Spanish players and quickly closed him down. I didn't see that happen a number.
But let me make this point. France were terrible at the moment they get the ball. Usually when France get the ball, right, they're very efficient. The efficiency is at an all-time high level. But they were misplacing even basic passes throughout the game. It was unlike them. It's not something we've seen throughout the tournament. They were misplacing basic passes.
Would you look? I mean, I hear people say France was poor and Spain was just Spain, but in the fine details, we need to look at the recovery time.
Spain's recovery
is the best actually at the tournament.
Yes, it is the best.
Look, when they lose the ball, they recover it quickest.
Yes,
at this tournament,
and it's the best.
And so that as well must be factored into why the French will have the ball and they cannot do what they want to do, because immediately you have the ball, 3 players are ganging up on you. They are trying to take the ball off you and to start the process all over again. You saw the goal, the second goal. They passed from the back all the way to...
France have individual qualities to actually break that. Like Michael Olise, who was basically off color. On a normal day, that's what they matter. You understand? On a normal day, Kylian Mbappe running at a defense would be scary to any particular opposition. But all of them are actually of color. And that is why I'm making the point that even basic passes that France should have been making during the game, they were failing to make it. When there's an available option, someone misplaces the pass, and it becomes a whole stressful sequence where now Spain can easily recover the ball. They did not, and that's why basically Kylian Mbappe said Spain played the way that they are set up to play, but France did not play the way that they usually play, because on a normal day they don't misplace passes like that. From the France I've seen, the passes, they were absolutely shambolic on that front, and they could have done much better. I feel the game had everything to be a cracker.
It was a cracker, unless you disagree. It wasn't.
It was a cracker. It was a cracker in the sense of Spain actually dominating and doing whatever they liked. A whole France with that front four played 0 shots on target in the first half. 0. Absolutely 0 shots on target. So Spain actually really dominated. So in the sense of, in your words of a cracker, Spain dominated. The cracker I expected was France to put up
pound for pound, goal for goal, and then the goals keep coming and all of that.
A much better fight, but they did not. They were terrible. In fact, when they got to, you remember the World Cup final, right? 2022. There was still hope that France would be able to equalize us at 80th minute.
what that revealed.
But in this game, even us at the 75th minute, I was saying in the studio that France have no chance because of the way they were playing from first minute.
In fact, in the 2022 World Cup, it was the same thing, but for that Otamendi penalty, which gave them a lifeline, which got them to equalize, Argentina had dominated them the entirety of the game. Until Otamendi conceded a penalty which gave them a lease of life, and they didn't have the chance yesterday.
France didn't look as bad in that World Cup final as compared to yesterday.
Well,
they didn't look as bad.
I say on hindsight you can say that, because in that
yesterday
final
they were actually bad.
In that final
they were actually really bad.
Because the opponent made them look bad.
The opponents were really great.
Yeah, that's the.
But France had enough quality to actually make it a game. They did not. That's what shocked me. They have the quality to actually make it the better game that we expected. So now maybe the real cracker will be England versus Argentina later today.
But still on Spain though, they win the World Cup. I mean, looking at the possible opposition they could come up against, it's going to be England or it's going to be Argentina.
If Argentina wins against England, they are winning the World Cup. If it's England who wins against Argentina, Spain is winning the World Cup.
Interesting perspective.
Yes.
Let's get into that game today as well. Promises to be mouth-watering. England obviously looks the better side in terms of
on paper, eh?
Yeah, Argentina, because of the struggles, a lot of people are saying they've struggled too much all throughout their knockout phases. Don't see how they're able to nick it and see this through. What are your expectations on the game?
Mawuena, I said a few days ago that Argentina being dragged to extra time a couple of times already would pay cash in the sense that
it will take a toll on them.
It will take a toll on them physically, especially, and somewhat mentally. But the other side to it is that they are battle tested in extra time if it gets there. And on both occasions, they finished the game at extra time. They had enough to power them through. Sometimes it was messy, sometimes it was not, but they still powered through. And that is something that England should be wary of. I feel England have no business dragging the game to extra time, because if they do, they are in trouble. They would have to finish the game in 90 minutes. But that will be also very challenging, because Lionel Messi is the type that when he plays, it's not about whether you can mark him out or not. You cannot.
He walks half the time.
Yeah, you would have to.
So he
will
will not be a person of interest until something springs up and then he's running at you and all of that.
It will be a waste of time marking someone who will walk the entirety of the game until he sees a space. So they just have to make sure they cut off every single supply that would possibly go to Messi. To have
other teams have done it. I think Egypt did it. Switzerland did it fantastic until Mbolo decided to be an idiot.
Yeah.
About it.
Egypt did it until after the 80th minute. If you put it that way, until after that time, then they just capitulated. But yes, I mean, the general thing is for England to win, they shouldn't take it to extra time. If it goes there, that's in Argentina's favor. So I expect that the game will drag on as long as possible because of the individual qualities available.
Under 20s, AFCON is coming to Ghana. Expectations of that. Are we prepared? Hosting right, when is that supposed to come up? The minister was here, was mentioning it yesterday as well.
Yeah. That was public knowledge more than a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. It had already been published on GFA's website that Ghana is going to host the Under-20 AFCON. So that would mean that they have to get their facilities up to standard, because the Under-20 AFCON competitions we've seen in the last 2-3 editions have been held in places with very good facilities. Not just the stadiums, but the training pitches.
Yeah, seeing very good facilities. Taking a pot shot at the country already before that.
No, I'm just saying, very good facilities. As at now, if we are being honest, Accra Sports Stadium cannot host an AFCON, an Under-20 AFCON. Neither can Ligon, neither can Babayara, neither can Isipong. So they have to make the necessary investment to get the facilities up to speed, because you are not just hosting Ghana, you are hosting a number of other countries on the continent who will come and play fantastic football, fantastic youth football. So they have approximately a year to do that. The government have to do some magic, because it's not going to be an easy thing. And usually it's very tough to bid and then actually get the hosting rights for a youth tournament. You need to really convince. So hopefully the government gets the job done in upgrading the facilities before the start of the tournament. If not, there will be eggshells on our faces, and it will not be a good look on Ghana when it comes to making a case to hosting other competitions in the future.
Right then, Bill, quick predictions ahead of today's game. That's at 7 p.m. on TV3 as well.
I feel the game will go into extra time. And as I said, if it goes to extra time, it's in Argentina's favor. So I feel Argentina will nick it slightly in extra time.
Right then, Bill Eshen with the very latest from the world of sports. Mutala was here, was making noise. BBC, God has given them Mbappe and all of that.
France has
sometimes I just leave you guys to pontificate a little.
Kylian.
The Ronaldo's heir. Ronaldo's heir at the World Cup.
Actually, if you're being honest, the team which had the most firepower to lash Argentina is France, but unfortunately they are out. So if Argentina wins the semi-final, I'm sorry, they are winning the World Cup.
The Lord says He will set a table before you in the presence of your enemies.
Go sleep.
He will set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. The confessions which are coming forth from these individuals. And they have started again in the studio already. England will score Argentina, France will beat Spain, and a host of other things, right? About late
3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect.
3fmSunrise. The big conversation on 3fmSunrise.
Gentlemen, good morning to all of us. I trust that we're well and we're keeping safe. Oh, I'm pitiful.
Yes, you're doing very fine.
No, you didn't expect that I was coming to you immediately.
Yes. And you know the issues that are pending and that are trending: money, stealing, looting, plundering. All these things. So you wake up in the morning and you hear some of these things, and sometimes you get confused as to whether you are in Ghana, that we are all made to believe it's supposed to be. God bless our homeland Ghana. Whether this country is now, is whether we are cursed that people loot this country as if there were no tomorrow. It's sickening, you know. So we wake up in the morning and the news you hear all about politicians and the things they do and how some of the politicians, I won't say all of them, the things they do and how what they do is sinking this country. It's quite sickening and disheartening.
Derek Ejekuma, I'm very certain will not be happy with the tangent you are.
No, but this is just intro. This is just. I'm just warming up.
Hey,
I'm just warming up. So he knows. I mean, of course, unless you don't love this country, you'll be disturbed when you wake up in the morning. All the things you hear about people stealing, looting, allegedly, though. And all that. It's not a good thing, you know. It's not a good thing for this country. I know him, Derek
Jokum is a fine gentleman. He's a fine gentleman. And I know he will condemn when he's supposed to condemn. And
so you expect him to condemn this?
Of course. I mean, look at what happened. Shamelessly. I mean, some of the things they did and said at the Iyoko. I mean, this is not the MPP that I joined in 1992. This is a different MPP altogether. The Baumia People's Party. I mean, Charlie.
Mr. Derek AJ, I trust all is well with you as well.
Well, I'd like to first say condolences to the people of Yendi, my in-laws. Diana is gone, will never be forgotten for his good works that he's done. I wish the regent well in ensuring that there's a peaceful transition to a new Yana who would come and continue the good works. In the same vein, La is preparing to have a new Jase chair, new lab, man chair, and co. So I think this year we will see some good things in the chieftaincy sector. But otherwise, all is fine. But I agree also with my brother from the UP, seated to my left, and I hope that my brother to my right from the MPP will agree when we come to the topic of miracles.
In fact, that's the first thing we're getting into this morning as well. But I'm just pleasantries, right? Mr. Ako, coming from me before, the last person who entered the studio was...
I think that what my big brother Abu said is nothing far from the truth. That it becomes so frustrating sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you begin to count the troubles and the challenges the country is facing. My worry mostly goes with the youth. If you are not careful, you're going to experience a youth bulge, which will create a lot of troubles and challenges for us. Because as we speak, there is no strategic system that it puts in place to transition young people into adulthood. And all these things create frustration amongst them. It brings about grievances. It contributes to greed. And if care is not taken, these elements I have mentioned will lead us where we are not supposed to be. In fact, if you look around the sub-Saharan Africa, we have our Sahel brothers who have now exited ECOWAS, all because they feel that the governance system and the democratic systems that is expected to have, developed their nations and given them hope. They are not seeing it, they are not feeling it. And so automatically they had to exit. And their exit has brought about economic challenges, which has led to the death of some Ghanaians who went there to buy tomatoes and all that. If you had good things in place, I'm not sure these people would have exited ECOWAS. And it seems Ghana and other African countries are also on the same trajectory, which is a serious worry. It's a very serious worry. I'm sure when we get there, we'll delve into the matters very well.
Mr. Jakum, good morning. No, use the middle one for me. I always prefer when you use the middle one. Yeah. So.
Okay, so this microphone is for the Derricks.
Yes, it's for the Derricks. I trust that all is well with you. You'll be the first person to speak on the miracles.
But I thought those who are persecuting us should have their first bite.
No, but I trust all is well.
They say they came to rescue Ramona Child. That Ramona Child got arrested. They didn't even know what the issues are. Where did you get it from?
Okay, so a very good morning to your viewers and your listeners out there. By God's grace, I'm doing so well. Just that our political environment is not healthy, and that is a cause for worry for all of us. If you have a government that the first thing the Attorney General did was to file nolle prosequi of issues that were in court, a government that promised Operation Recover All Loot, and they are into plea bargains and all of that. And today they think that they have the effrontery to go after former political appointees. Nobody is against accountability. Let's understand that. Nobody is against accountability.
You are against it, my friend. I don't like that.
Nobody is against. Nobody is against what is right or good governance. In any case, if somebody looted state funds, it is right that we go after such a person. But we have laws that govern such operations, and that is a cause for worry. And so our political environment is not healthy. The NDC is gradually diminishing our political coexistence. And today, if you call your opponent my brother on set, it irks our base because they feel that these people are not our brothers. And it's a cause for worry. It is really a cause for worry. Today, one may think that he's in government, and so he has the opportunity, he has the power, he has the time, the resources to settle private matters politically. And that is what we all should decry. That is why we all should be worried about. I mean, there are proper ways. There are people who go to Yoko all the time. Yesterday, I was listening to one of the interviews and... What is Napo? No, assuming that he has been going every day.
Why?
No problem. So why this for Miracle?
For what? Miracle is a special human being.
It was a miracle you got a miracle.
So you see, I mean, this is just an introductory conversation. So you see, it is a cause for worry for all of us. I am not one that
for you, not for all of us.
No problem, Abu.
Yeah.
Abi Miracle didn't know that they would do what they did to him.
No, but no, he was expecting it. Of course, if you dip your hand in,
this is introductory remark and interjecting me like that.
No, because you brought me in. Don't worry, let's go.
So it's a cause for worry for all of us.
No, say for yourself.
I mean, I am a young political actor, and it's a cause for worry for we the young people. Today, it is the NDC that is in government, so Rimonacha thinks or feels that he can settle political scores.
What political score?
No problem.
What political score? Have you opened my eye? It's better sometimes we engage because...
So the mic is on. I'm just...
Yeah, because
okay.
Speak the truth.
What is the truth in this?
Rimonacha doesn't act on nothing.
Okay.
He acts on something.
Okay.
And he's found something.
Okay.
That is important. That people have looted this country, 55 million Ghana cedis. And so
perhaps I'll start with but let's get into the conversation proper, right? For Derek, for you in the NPP, what's the claim? That the arrest was unfounded, it was without basis, when we understand that he's been under investigation for 1 year. There was new discoveries made with respect to his time as the executive secretary of the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Decentralization, right? And some 55 million cedis had become the subject matter of perceived alleged corruption. New discoveries were made. He was to be arrested. What is the NPP's contention with him being arrested? Every individual can be arrested and should be arrested if they fall foul of the law, should they not?
Mawuena, no individual is beyond or above arrest. In any case, if you have done anything in contravention to our laws and you deserve to be arrested, why not? And that is not why we are worried. But when you critically examine the Yoko statement, what does it say? Sorry, what does it say? Miracles has been under investigation for a year, although there are other reports that suggest otherwise. But let's even stick to the Yoko reports. Miracles have been under investigation for over a year. We are investigating him for the alleged or perceived charges or criminal issues that you think he may have engaged in. He appears or he comes whenever there is an invitation. Not even once have Yoko reported that he absconded invitation or they invited him and then he refused to come. And so if you had invited him and he refused to come, and you feel that he not coming will temper with investigations or evidences and what have you, and you go in to arrest him, who would come and make noise about it? You make a claim that you, as part of the conversations, you had indicated to him that he shouldn't travel. And so it's Yoko telling us that with all the security couples that they have, with all the intelligence that they are able to gather, they couldn't detect him traveling. They couldn't tell him.
I didn't see in the statement Yoko said
it's in the statement.
No, they said they had readied themselves to arrest him this week. And so they took a stop order to
they said they had
point.
a stop order on him before he traveled. Read the statement.
I have a copy of the statement now.
They had a stop order on him before he traveled, and so they needed to arrest him at the airport when he returned. And so with all that Iyoko has, they couldn't pick that intelligence that Miracles was traveling. And so just when he had declared intention that he wants to contest for a national office, they come out to do some of these things. I am of the expert's opinion, Eric, that
but what's the correlation between Miracles' public position in the NPP and Iyoko investigating him?
The timing leaves a lot to be desired
for a subject matter.
The timing leaves a lot to be desired for.
But
someone who over a year that you are investigating him, someone who appears whenever you invite him. What was that thing that was done on Sunday for? What was it for?
He was arrested on a Saturday evening. The videos of him contesting the elections came out on a Sunday. So at the time the videos were coming out, the man was already under detention. So where is the linkage?
Eric, whatever the conversations are,
whatever,
these things are not necessary.
Apologize. Stop saying whatever. You've gotten it wrong. Come on, apologize.
Derek, let him. You have the floor.
These things are not necessary. They are not necessary. They distort our democratic coexistence.
In what way?
In a lot of ways. Look, I say this all the time, that if somebody had looted the state, Derek Derek here had been a presidential staffer heading the NYA.
These real people. Ken Ofuriata has looted, he has run away like your friend just did. Use him. The rest can relate to that.
Why?
Let's not be swayed. I want you to stay on the argument because I have the Iyoko statement as well.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Don't use me. Just
no. We in the studios here, who has held that office before? A public office for that matter. It is yourself. And so if I'm using you, I'm creating the impression that if you during your time,
I don't want to interrupt you.
Looted.
Here's a part of. Here is the.
But who had looted?
Okay, I don't want us to go on a banter as to whether someone has
looted. But you are
looted.
in government over 18 months. Why don't you bring Ken Ofuriata?
Because he ran away.
So
why don't you bring him?
Here's the case. Here's the case.
Someone who had left the country and come back.
Gentlemen, your microphones are off. So with respect to the statement in relation to Iyoko and whether or not it was a stop order, it says following significant new findings last week relating to suspected fraud and theft involving Mr. Dennis Abuaji, who is already aware of the investigation and has already visited the office on it. Iyoko initiated an operational plan to effect his arrest this week. As part of this process, Mr. Abuaji was placed on the stop order a week ago to prevent any sudden travel that could impede the investigation this week. Unknown to the office, he had already departed the country. So he had left the country when the stop order came. Derek, you were on the
yeah, so with all their intelligence and then their security couple, they couldn't have identified some of these things. And so if he had left the country, somebody that he is aware he's under investigation, somebody that you invite him, he come, somebody that he has made himself available for any investigation that you are organizing or you are delving into. He travels and he comes back and you think it's at the airport that you can arrest him and all of those.
Was it not a stop order which had been taken? They realized the person is out because if you read the statement, they said they were going to arrest him this week.
No problem.
The statement says they were going to arrest him this week. No problem.
You see, they create the impression that he was not supposed to travel. He had traveled and come back, and then let's get him. That's the impression.
So that's what you get from the statement, irrespective of the fact that they said they were going to arrest him.
So nobody is against that. I mean, arrest is not necessarily police going to his house and then you dragging him out of his home or wherever that you find him. You could have invited him. You could have had conversations with him. If you are not convinced and you are not satisfied, you arrest him. Haven't you had those experiences before? And so this is not a conversation of somebody wants someone who may have looted the state, work as a free man. I will not on any day support such a conversation. But you see, in our quest for justice,
we must do it right and we must do so right by the Ghanaian people. That is the only conversation that some of us have. You see, basic criminal laws, basic constitutional laws that we learn, you are innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. And so by the fact that, are we not here when the Attorney General had been in court and is telling the courts that don't take my allegations in the media public as subject of concentration in court? Don't you hear the AG say so? Are we not here when the AG comes to try people in the public court and when he has to prove it in court of competent jurisdiction, they fail to make such proofs? Don't we see that all the time? And so if there's an allegation of misappropriation of funds, attempted stealing, whatever the charges may be, whatever the subject of investigation may be, whatever the crime may be, until proven by a court of competent jurisdiction, we don't sit here and call somebody that the person had looted state funds. 2.7. We don't do that. You see, we do this to people all the time. We wound people all the time. We hurt people all the time. By the time that they are exonerated, they may have been hurt beyond repair. And that is a cry for worry. That is what we must avoid. Tomorrow, my conversations wouldn't change if the MPP is to go this tangent. But can you blame them? You may not be able to blame them because when somebody is wounded and the person is reacting based on the wound, they do that way beyond what he or she went through. And that is what we must avoid. There are ways and means by which we can handle some of these things.
So you keep he's not supposed to be arrested.
I'm not saying so. You keep miracles from Sunday dawn up until Monday night.
The statement says that the Iyoko officials went with him to his property on Sunday. They did so again on Monday, and that he was going to be granted bail on Monday. The bail was granted and they couldn't meet the terms and they met it yesterday.
What was the bail condition that was granted?
50 million cedis, 3 sureties, 2 to be justified.
Our multi-letters. Manny Smith, 500 billion old currency. You see, people think that a bail condition is a debt recovery. But you see, bail in simple terms is to ensure your attendance in court.
The council said at the time the bill was going, they couldn't meet it, but they didn't seek bail variation. Means it was within their remits to meet.
If I was part of the councils for Dennis Miracles, we wouldn't have done anything.
You're saying the Dennis's council?
No, I'm not sure that's a suggestion.
That's what I mean. Because some things are very annoying.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't have done anything. They may just have to process him to court. Because Pebu 1, Pebu 2, Pebu 3 talks about some of these things. You see, the problem is that, Mawuena.
2.7. Focus for me. He knows. I just want him to continue so that I can come to the rest of it.
I hope you are timing us.
I didn't say that. I didn't call anybody.
We are four.
No, today because the MPP is making the club, I'll come to it.
It is worrying in our quest to bring justice, to save the purse of the Ghanaian people, to protect our financials. We must do so right by the people.
Right.
You can't come and give Kwabena for 60-40 arrangement.
I think you've made that point. Let me come to.
But let me land properly.
Let me come to land.
You
land
can't
so
be
that
doing these things, and by mere allegations that you are investigating. If for nothing at all, if you had told us that you had concluded, and these are the charges against Dennis Miracles Abuaje, and so you are processing him for court, and so that is the need for some of these conversations. I mean, you go and prove your issues in court.
Fair.
One of the most difficult things to prove in court is some of these things.
Fair.
And so go and prove your issues in court. Why do you do this just to what? Silence critics? Come on, this thing won't dampen our spirit.
Thank you, Ejekum. Thank you. I'll come to Ebo and then I'll come to Mark before I come to Prince Eric KG on this subject matter. Ebo, the MPP says this is to silence dissent. That just when he's readying his boots to contest an elections, the government is putting spokes in his wheels, amongst other things. You see it differently. Why do you see it differently, and why don't you see the case that if someone has been attending to Iyoko calls for a while, he should be granted some grace to appear before them again, even if new discoveries have been made with regards to investigations?
Breathe in and breathe out. I need to control my anger this morning. My holy anger this morning.
When people were interjecting, I was stopping them. So
I've said it time and again that the MPP has now become one of Ghana's problems. We have unemployment issue, corruption issue. Another issue that has become a problem is the MPP.
But that's not a fair thing to say.
No. And I will tell you why. They've become a major problem we need to deal with as a country.
The party of intellectuals is a major problem.
Yeah, intellectuals.
I mean, that's been one of the acclaim.
It is better to have somebody who didn't go to school or who is not intellectual.
Unless
be an honest person.
we want to dispute that.
It's better to have an honest person who is not intellectual. To have dishonest intellectuals. If that is what you want. You see, when they want to present themselves as special human beings in this country, that is where it gets annoying. Derek Ejekum is a law student, right? He's aspiring to be a lawyer. But when he spoke, he couldn't mention one provision in the Constitution, Article 14, in the Constitution that was breached by the actions of Ramon Archer. He couldn't mention one. He couldn't mention one provision in the Constitution that says, the Constitution says this, the man did this, and therefore the man breached this article in the Constitution. You see, we are talking about a group of people who see themselves as so special and different.
3FM.
Now, listen.
I mentioned Martin Bill. You don't need necessarily provision, but you can use case laws.
No. But the case law you mentioned, it is never an affront. It is never an affront to what was done.
I mentioned Martin Bill. So what is the matter of Article 14, whatever that they are talking about?
Read Article 14.
You always mention provisions.
You see, the problem is, I say one of the problems sitting right here. It's sitting right here. You see, my worry is that they don't see anything wrong with corruption. That's what hurts me.
Why would you say
that? The MPP that I joined in 1992. Listen to this. MPP that I joined in 1992. When E.T. Mensah made electric gate to his house, electric gate, listen to this. It became so a serious issue in this country. Corruption issue, electric gate to his house. When the late former First Lady, Nana Kuredo Ajimorolis, bought jacuzzi for her bathroom, gate to her house and a bathroom, like jacuzzi. The likes of J.H. Mensah and others saw it as a serious corruption issue. That is the MPP that I joined in 1992. But today's MPP, when they see mansion, they don't ask, how did you build the mansion? When
we saw cash for seats, you were silent as well.
You see, when they see these young men who have never worked for even 5 years, building mansions, there's nothing wrong with that. That is MPP for you. And the cabal is that they loot and they have their lawyers who go to court to delay cases and to protect them. Why do you think they don't allow the young men to go and face the law alone? Because when they steal, part of the money goes to the party. Why? Check this. 2023. Check National Service scandal. All the years. It was 2023 that the amount that was stolen went up very high. 2023. Check all the corruption cases. 2023 was a special year. Do you know why? Because that was when they were electing their flag bearer. Internal election.
You mean Bawumia?
Bawumia in the party. These people, you see, that is why in discussing these issues, let's put things where they belong. And I'm saying that we should rather applaud Ramon Archer for taking this step to, as much as possible, nip corruption in the bud. OSP has gone quiet. I don't hear about OSP
because of the challenge of his prosecutorial powers. That's why the
so if Ramon Archer has taken it upon himself to do what is right for this country, that you were given an opportunity to serve this country. This young man what is his name? Miracle Sabwaji. But you people, you made him chief executive, you sacked him. You made him chief executive and you sacked him. You didn't even tell Ghanaians why you sacked him.
I mean,
DC, chief executive, municipal or DC chief executive. And you yourself, you sacked him. You didn't tell Ghanaians why you sacked him. If he was that good, would you have sacked him? If he were that good, would you have sacked him? They sacked that young man. Then you gave him a position. After forensic audit, they've identified 55 million missing. Diversion, theft. You say that man should not be stopped at airport. Do you know Chachichukata?
3FM.
Oh, no, do you know Venerable Chachichukata? Somebody like Chachichukata. Come, you put the two on the scale. Chachichukata here, Miracle Sabwaji here. Chachichukata was arrested at airport. Church. Yeah, airport. Do you know Victor Salome? Victor Salome, the man even had heart pacer because he was having heart problems. So he wasn't having heart pacer. He was abroad when he learned that they wanted him. He came to Ghana. They arrested him at the airport. Chachichukata went to jail. Victor Salome went to jail. Who is Miracle Sabwaji? One died
in jail. One almost died.
Yeah, listen. In Ghana here, taxi drivers get arrested all the time. People get arrested all over the places. Suddenly, the moment you become a politician, you become a special human being in this country. The world lies in the principle of equality before the law. That once you become a politician, you become a special human being, you should be treated differently in this country. Is that what you're telling us? So, if you're an ordinary Ghanaian teacher, you can be arrested anyhow. But if you're a politician, you should be arrested in a special. You should determine how you should be arrested. You see, it's annoying. That's what I'm saying. I did breathe in and breathe out because it's annoying. It is annoying. Look at what things that have happened in this country. You justified it. That time I was in NPP. You all justified it. So why have you changed now that even the money involved? Look at electric gate, jacuzzi, and compared to the kind of corruption cases that have come up, the amount involved.
All right.
And these people have the effrontery to be talking about what in this country. Miracles. No, let me land. But let me also land safely.
Yes.
Let me also land safely. It's annoying. This morning, I'm on fire because it's annoying.
Fair.
You see, look at what happened at Yoko yesterday. They went and bashed people who didn't even know why the guy has been arrested. I believe this morning, a lot of them will get to know why the guy has been arrested. They will regret going there. You pay people, some of them, they don't even know where they were standing. I mean, you do this in the name of democracy. You loot this country as if they were not tomorrow. Then after that, you go and bash people that free Miracles now. If Miracles goes through the law, the process, and is found guilty, he will face the law. If he's not found guilty, he will be let to go scot-free. But NPP should be the last political party to be complaining about this. Given their track record, in the way they handled issues, previous corruption issues in this country. And the Nakuvad, what did Nakuvad do? Nakuvad had he granted an interview to either Al Jazeera or CNN. And what did he say? When they asked him that your political opponents are saying that you are harassing their appointees, former appointees, he said, no, I don't know anything about it. It's the laws of Ghana that is working. It is not me, the president. All of a sudden, it is Miracle Sabwaji because he wants to be what? I wish that guy wins. I wish he becomes MPP's communication director. This guy, I want him to become the director. What is he going to say? And I wonder if MPP will be able to put in a manifesto that they are going to fight against corruption in the 2028 election. I wonder if they're going to put it in a manifesto. See the way they are doing, protecting looters in this country, and these people want power again in this country.
But thank you. Miracles has put up a post on Facebook. He says that I am out. I am out. I am unbroken, and I am more ready than ever. Thank you, patriots. 4 days ago, just one day after I declared my intention to serve our great party as National Communications Director, I was picked up and detained by Iyoko. A false narrative was put out about my arrest, but Ghanaians are not fools, and neither are the good people of the New Patriotic Party. The facts and the truth will prevail. For the records, there was no discussion of any 55 million cedis with me by Iyoko. None. That's what Miracle says. That there was no discussion of any 55 million cedis with him by Iyoko. To every party faithful who hits the street, who raise their voices, who refuse to be silent, I saw you, I heard you. From my detention, word of your protest reached me, and it kept my spirit standing tall. You did not just defend Dennis Abuaji, you defended the principle that no voice can be intimidated. Let me be clear. If the intention was to break me, it has failed. If the intention was to scare me, it has failed spectacularly. I will lead New Patriotic Party's Communications Directorate to command the narrative, and no sell, no false story, no intimidation will change that. Fuel has only been added to the fire.
He knew he was going to be arrested. You see, interestingly, it's like the way Untumi is pushing to become national chairman. They see the position as safe haven. That the moment you find yourself in any serious problem, you fight to become executive so that
you are insulated. I'll come. That's why I'll come to you on the last one. Mark, come in for me, and then I'll go to Prince, and then I'll come back briefly and take this break. And Mark,
I am saddened by the current trend of issues that is going on.
He's released a statement. He says,
I'm very saddened.
Break him.
I'm very saddened because if you count the many challenges and the problems of this country, that is affecting a lot of young boys and young girls. And day in, day out, we wake up to hear issues of corruption and corruption-related activities. Today, a group of political party, that's the MPP, is trying to defend and protect their own, all because they think that they can put out a different narrative. When we all know that we must do everything in our might to make corruption a no-go area. Make corruption a no-go area. We are talking about 55 million, right? And just as put out by Miracle, he says it's never true. He says it's not true.
It wasn't mentioned. Says it wasn't mentioned in the investigations or the interrogations which he was a part of.
What prevents him from going through due process?
But if you read the letter, they said new findings, right?
Yeah, the letter said new.
So there's new findings.
But he's suggesting that even after
they never
his
mentioned
arrest,
fair enough.
These
they
new
never mentioned
findings has not
all right,
come.
but you see, arrests are made, and when they arrest you, they tell you your offences, or they take you to their station and begin profiling your offences to you. It could be that they never discussed any 55 million cedis with him, but when he was arrested, that was mentioned to him. This investigation. So what is his problem? Isn't it the same Miracles who in recent times said his house has been flooded and he has lost everything? Then all of a sudden we are seeing a different picture of another house.
Yeah, with swimming pool.
With swimming pool on top.
On top, yeah. A mansion is a mansion. It's not a house.
And we are not surprised. We are not surprised.
I'm not sure.
Why would you do this? They just work for 10 and 20 years. Are they able to buy a single room?
Mark,
why are you saying this?
I'm not sure his property and all of that. I mean, by all means, you can.
Why I bought it?
No,
I bought it.
I'm not sure.
I bought it.
I'm not sure. The microphones are off. The microphones are off. What I want to say is that putting a microscopic lens on his house and what have you is not. No, the micro. I'm coming. Relax. I'm coming. I'm saying that there is no correlation between his arrest and the house that he has and what have you. Yes, that's Iyoko and the likes when they went there. But I'm saying that should not be the center of the conversation. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, agreed. Mawuena, people are given political office to serve the country, identify problems and solve them. Within a twinkle of an eye, they become billionaires.
If it is easier that we go,
they become billionaires. If you think it's easier, and we have evidence to that.
Ejekum, please.
They become billionaires overnight.
Please.
Don't allow this politics.
No, they don't have appointments that day.
Politics have now become the avenue for people to steal. People are driving people to steal. They are doing genuine business. They are doing genuine business. Most of them are doing genuine business. Immediately you enter into politics, overnight you become a rich man. And so all the young guys are now delving into politics, giving serious pressure to their colleagues. And so also rap politics. That has become the bane of the day.
Ejekum.
Why would you defend this?
Allow the man to speak.
Let me flow.
People when they were
flow.
So allow them to flow.
David, let me flow.
I'll come back and then I'll take. If you have.
It is bad.
I'll give it to you.
It is very, very bad. Even if it is 1 million. Charlie, go to Kolebu now and see. People are lying on the floor.
But Mark, these are not verified claims. It's not been proven yet. These are investigations.
I'm talking about issues of corruption in general. Irrespective of the political party in power or whichever political party we are talking about, I'm talking about corruption in general. No, I'm talking about corruption in general.
Yeah.
And it's as if, look, the Ghanaian people are watching. And as we speak, we'll come to that topic. Speaker says democracy is declining. It is because of the rate at which our corruption is rising.
Yeah.
It's not just about MPP, including the NDC. Do you think we are here to support one and lift the other? And the main council. And the main council. You understand? We are creating a path that if you are not careful, look, it is some of these things that have led to other countries revolting against the democracy. In recent times, Kenya, they increased their flour, just flour, common flour, and we also what happened. They had to unleash the military on these young guys and killed some of them. All because their system of governance have been crippled with corruption. Nothing proper is moving on. Nothing is going on. The plight of the people of Kenya was not being addressed. Same thing is happening here in Ghana. And you think we should just allow it to go? And tomorrow, when we become old, their children will come and tell our children, Papa, no, Mama, we must do everything possible to make corruption a no-go area. We must fight corruption to the core. There are people who teaches. Teachers are in the villages. They've taught for about 10 years, 15 to 10 years. Fridge but they don't have. People get into politics, small boys. And within a tick of an eye, they amass wealth for themselves. They buy pizza and if anything, lunch from UK. Yes. They place the order today, tomorrow in the afternoon, the thing has arrived. They go to pick it at the airport to come and eat.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Hey, Charlie.
This is the level we want to as a country. You see, the Ghanaian people are becoming so. You see, they have lost trust in our system.
And people, where you be, Papa?
Look, Ghanaians have lost trust in our system. But you see, I blame the political system. The political parties. What are they supposed to do? They are to inform. They are to educate. You want to bus people to Yoko. To go and do what? To challenge authority? Or to tell Romanacha that he's not doing. Huh?
You didn't see any bikes.
And the kind of guys you guys.
I'm saying.
The kind of guys you guys together.
Just make the point.
Educate them. Educate the people. Let them understand that corruption is a canker. Corruption is bad. We are not doing that.
That's why it is employed. They have to inform and educate.
You are not also to inform and educate. You are also to inform and educate.
That's why it is employed.
No, you are not also.
You want them to take their job.
Who told you you are taking their job?
To make your point.
Political parties are expected to do so. So you are able to tell your people that miracles have done nothing. But you cannot tell them miracles have measured funds.
But you are innocent of proven guilty. Isn't that what the law says?
But it begins with investigation.
No,
and
arrest against that.
And arrest.
Since when?
Look, let me put this across. Look, I had a friend who had a problem, okay, at the Timaport. He was arrested by narcotics control. Kept there for like
3FM
days.
92.7.
He couldn't meet the bail condition. He went to court. And the court granted the bail.
They vary the bail conditions.
Exactly. Now, the registrar asked that we present the associate documents that is the land document and all that. When we provided those documents, the registrar says he cannot accept this where he is. We should take it to Lands Commission. And it takes 5 days or 4 days for them to work on it. How did they work on Murakabaji's documentation?
Oh, I'm sure it will be expedited for
what?
For his sake.
So he's a different expedited human being.
And even that one they are complaining. Even that one they are complaining.
Even that one they are complaining. Mama, we are not here supporting the NPP or NDC. If the person is corrupt, he's corrupt. And we must do everything.
But there's innocent.
Sure
there's innocent until proven guilty as well. There's innocent until proven guilty as well.
I have not doubted that.
Right.
I've never doubted that.
But we need to change that law in future.
Oh no.
I've never doubted that.
I know as persons. As for that, it's a no way.
There might be an iron dog suit in it. Look, Jennifer Quinn. Wait. Jennifer Quinn. She said this one day.
Oh no, those are claims.
Who's Jennifer Quinn?
Those are claims that are.
Who is that?
Isn't that the same?
No, who is that? You've mentioned the name. Who is that? No, who's Jennifer Quinn?
She's one of the MPP communicators.
Okay, very.
She said this. She made this statement. I have a flag on my phone.
And lawyer, we will be this guy who is not lawyer, but he's called lawyer.
Yes, he's also making same claims.
But those are claims, and I mean, the IOCO is working with an audit, and they are investigating the matter.
Of claims with petitions and reports.
Fair. I mean, so it will be investigated, and that's what's happening.
So the investigation is going on. I didn't you see the report? Didn't you see the release by IOCO?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, someone is repaying. IOCO says one.
Are you saying we are still conducting?
The financial auditor is
when IOCO have stated 55 million. Ghana said that one of the accomplices have paying.
Please, your interjection is one too many.
He's defending the indefensible.
Your interjection, please.
He's only defending miracles. We are young guys.
Don't patronize.
We are young guys. No, you mentioned it here. That we are young guys.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You are not running away.
But you mentioned you were a young guy. You mentioned you were a young guy.
We are young guys.
Okay. All right, Mark, wrap up for me. It's 10 minutes each. Mark, wrap up for me. Wrap up for me, Mark. I beg you. Wrap up for me. So I'll come to.
I think that the demonstration the MPPs organized themselves to go and do at IOCO was needless.
Fair point.
Was very, very needless.
Fair point.
I believe that they should have explained to their followers what the issues are. It is not all of them who, quote unquote,
knew why they were there amongst others.
No, are fools. Not all of them are fools. All right. So if you explain to them, some would understand, appreciate, and ask you further questions. If there's a need to join,
they won't tell you why.
They won't tell you why.
But if they tell you why, you not come. Yeah.
They bust them, got water, and striker.
Yeah.
So that people can misbehave.
Yeah.
Look at all this. Look, we are moving to a different level in our democracy.
Can you answer to this question?
Oh, yeah, of course. I don't know who the evidence is. I don't know who the evidence is.
Right.
I don't know who the evidence is.
Right.
You understand? So, Mawuena, I think it's about time that some of these young guys, like myself, and the one I don't want to mention is when I mentioned, you asked me to stop, should rise up. Let's rise up.
Right.
This is bad. Let's rise up. We have a country to defend. And the next generation will come and question us, what did you do?
Right, 10 minutes.
To defend our democracy.
Mr. Derek AJ.
3FM 92.7.
IOCO's Miracle says that you arrested him, and not once did you mention any 55 million cedis as part of your investigation. Not once. So why did you arrest the man and subject him to all of this if there was no mention of this supposed 55 million cedis?
So Miracles is alleging that somebody has lied.
Yeah, I mean, I've read his Facebook post.
He's alleging that IOCO has lied. He's alleging that Raymond Archer's institution and perhaps Raymond Archer's person is
I'll need you to speak up a bit.
Lying. We do know when you Google liar in Ghana, you get his boss's name. So Miracles, please don't introduce a word that will hurt Bawumia. Lying in Ghana is equivalent to.
He didn't say lie. He just said not once was it mentioned. I don't know why you are.
No.
Why you are twisting and turning and bringing Bawumia into this?
See, right now, the biggest problem in Ghana is not just MPP, but our inability to confront wrongdoing, speak truth, no matter whose ox is God, whether it's MPP, NDC, and whatever else in between. And I think that's what we must do as real citizens of Ghana. I'm very disappointed this morning in one of my colleagues here
who is attempting to defend criminality.
He is speaking
attempting to defend the indefensible. In fact, I think that perhaps the panel should not have included MPP for very good reason. MPP, until they are able to speak to the Ken Ofori-Atta issue, should not be invited to any discussion panel that is tackling the issue of corruption. That's the first point.
But Ken Ofori-Atta is an independent man who can make decisions.
No.
Why are you saying
Bawumia has not still spoken to the issue of Ken Ofori-Atta, a man who he and him served on the government of Akufo-Addo as far as the economy is concerned.
We are talking miracles.
No, please. But if Miracles would be a fool, look, listen carefully and listen real good. Miracles would be a fool not to have stolen the 55 million when others around him were stealing in billions.
You are making conclusive statements.
No, it's a fact. Look, hold on. Honestly, I'm very pissed this morning at what Mr. Jukuma has tried to do this morning. He is talking about plea bargaining and faulting the Attorney General for allowing plea bargaining to happen. I'm against the plea bargaining that's ongoing. I am against it. But it is in our laws, and the Attorney General cannot create another set of laws to work with. Now, is it the case that the Attorney General walked to Wontumi and asked him to come and beg? Wasn't it Wontumi who was making a lot of noise about his his not being guilty? Wasn't his lawyer saying? So why are they not agreeing to listen? If even it was the case that the Attorney General was begging them to come for plea bargaining, please don't annoy Ghanaians this morning. Ghanaians are annoyed enough already. We don't want a situation where people resort to lynching people because of politics. I think that be very careful that you don't make innocent MPP people fall victim to lynching. Ghanaians are very angry. And they went and misinformed people. The annoying thing, the bikers, you think they are fools. You went and told them that their team manager was like Black Stars team manager. Then the people
Bawumia's team manager.
Then Bawumia's team manager. Bawumia has a football team, right? What kind of life is this? Tell them the truth.
3FM.
Tell them the truth.
2.7.
Why? Can't you tell them the truth? Look, I think that I would want to charge all former presidents and the current president to do us one favor and come together and say that they do not want any time limit on corruption. You guys are the aspiring lawyers, Egbeta and Mr. Jukuma. You know what the Constitution says, right? And you know also that by law, corruption does not expire. Cases of crime, there's no time bar, right? Why is it the case that in the Constitution, a president, upon leaving office, has a 3-year time frame within which he can be tried, or after that, even if he is caught red-handed on tape and etc. of having committed a crime, cannot be prosecuted? Why should it be the case? That thing should be expunged.
Those
in
things
fact,
could be subject matters of conversation as to
amendment
of the...
No. It should If we are indeed interested in fighting corruption, let us start from the very top.
I'm saying that there's a constitutional amendment process ongoing.
No,
you can amend
by
that.
The time the constitutional By the time the constitutional review process happens, and we go for a referendum in 2028, Akufo-Addo, he would have chalked that 3 years already. He would have become immune. Akufo-Addo needs to go to jail. He needs it very badly. He needs to go to jail very badly to serve as a lesson to all those who served under him, who were as corrupt as he, the mother serpent of corruption. Why did you think he allowed Ken Ofori-Atta to run away? Because Ken Ofori-Atta would have been a star witness in his corruption trial and that of Bawumia and all those people like Miracles and around him. Look, we have on record that Bawumia was planted as flag bearer to allow for the rest of the NPP thieves to escape corruption.
Oh, but
this
is a claim. This is a claim you cannot.
You are not a thief. No,
this is a claim you cannot substantiate. This is a
so
claim.
Why is he worried? Are you a thief? You are an NPP.
The fact that you are claiming someone is not a thief does not mean this claim you are making can be substantiated.
I withdraw the thief.
Cannot be substantiated.
But corrupt MPP persons and galamsees surrounding Bawumia planted him as flag bearer so they can claim persecution when the time comes.
What is the basis of this claim?
What's the basis for this claim?
We all knew that before. Why are you now having your police station elections when you should have had? Look, the norm is to start from the base.
The party has provided the reasons. They said they chose
tenable reasons.
Top.
Please.
And
they wanted to protect the no. Please,
subsequent.
You are a very smart man. Please don't do this. Don't let people of Ghana think otherwise.
No,
I am not patronizing him. You are a smart guy. Don't pretend you are not smart. Don't pretend this morning, Mr. Ejukum. Don't pretend you are not smart. Look, we are smarter than you guys, so we know. Look, you guys wanted the corrupt officials and the galamseys around Bamia to put him there, so when their time comes and they are being prosecuted, they will claim persecution. Then also, the second leg was that those who are being investigated, some of them have been investigated for more than a year. You know that. I can give you the list right now, from Napo through everybody. They've been going back and forth to one agency or the other. Miracles, it's not this week that he was arrested. He's been under investigation. He's been going back and forth for a long time.
But he says, when you arrested him, you didn't mention anything about 55 million.
I didn't arrest him.
No, I'm saying when your governor
arrested him, did they tell him anything?
Yeah, he says nothing was told him.
I said the man has lived too close to lie. Mr. Lie.
I beg you. You can't say that.
Lie begets lie.
You can't say
okay, fine. But the point is that you want to trust miracles over the system?
No, I'm not saying.
Look, this is on record.
Nobody is saying trust a system. The person has made a categorical statement.
On what basis? No. On what basis is somebody refunding some of the money?
Yes.
Are you saying that there was no case, that nothing was said? You are a law student. You too, you are a law student.
No, I'm saying that is his narrative now that he's come out. How do you respond?
So for the 1 year or so that he's been going back and forth to the Iyoko, why he was going there because he had a girlfriend there or what? What are you talking about? He was going there because it was an investigation for this very thing. And new issues have come up. Now, let me tell you something. He decided to travel. Iyoko could have seized his passport, gone and had his passport, etc., seized, court order, etc., whatever. Now, he knew ahead of time that he was going to be arrested, and he decided to go and travel. He had a hint, and he traveled. He traveled before. I mean, we all have friends in places. You have friends in places, don't you? He's my friend. He's in MPP. If something that they are planning, sometimes he tells me. So it is not strange at all that.
Sometimes who tells me?
It's okay. I'm not betraying you anymore. It's okay. I'm sorry. It slipped. I slipped on that. No, but you see, so if Miracles had gotten wind that there's going to be a stop order in a couple of days and decides to slip out of town, he was a very smart guy to return, unlike Ken Ofriatta. But he thinks he's smart. Do you know what he went to do in the UK? You think Raymond is a small fry? When it comes to security and international security, Raymond is one of the top notch. I'm telling you, go and find out about Raymond. Look, do you think that Abutrika and others who were taken just on the fly? Do you know the collaborations between Ghana intelligence and foreign intelligence?
Right.
Please don't look. Many people are going to go the Miracles way, and many of them are going to plea bargain like what's that guy? What's his name? What's his name? Wuntumi. And I am happy that you said they should stop the plea bargain. Tell the MPP that they should never go for plea bargain. I want, when your mouth is open, say it.
Fine.
Now, you see, please.
Wrap up for me, yes, and then I'll go for this break, and then I'll come back for quick final time before we move on to another subject.
See, Abu Jinapo Samo was in Parliament crying about the public tribunals, and it's linked to this. They can see jail, they can see the walls of jail, they can see the bars, they can see it. It's Samuel Okujeto, the lawyer, was also crying that why is the Ghana Bar Association not be consulted? What the hell? Look, you guys be very careful. Ghanaians are not fools. Those who deserve jail time will go.
Fair.
And the Ghanaian people would support it. It doesn't matter whether it's NDC or MPP. But I think that, to be fair, if there are any NDC criminals, please beware that oral is coming for everybody. All the looters and all the loot. So please, don't tell us that we should excuse some of the looters like Miracles and others.
Right.
That's these circumstances. Why didn't they say 55.5 or 56 or 5 million? But
that's
55.
Right. That's Prince Derek J. Let me go for this quick break. When I come, I'll give right of responses just briefly, and then we'll talk about GN Bank quickly, because MPP and its matters, we've tied it all together as one. This is the 3FM Sunrise. We're back after this quick break. We also have a very important conversation because today is World Youth Skills Day. But let's go for this quick break.
Next 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's modern football, it's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's modern football, it's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's modern football, it's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's modern football, it's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an
9:20 here on the 3FM Sunrise. We're still on the big conversation. We're going to stay on the NPP, but I'm just going to bring my gentlemen in quick responses, right? Derek Ejekum, you have one. Yes. Ebo will have one as well, and then Mark briefly, and then my man is also saying he wants a right of response. But if he's spoken, I'm giving him a right of response. I don't know how you should also be responding to a right of response. But Derek, briefly, just 2 minutes, because we have to talk about your internal elections as well. So just 2 minutes.
The conversation is all about due process and what is right. I am not of the view that if somebody may have looted state funds, the person deserves certain kind of treatment or certain kind of protections, because at the end of the day, monies that could alleviate some of our plight are ones that have been absconded or are ones that are in the pockets of people. And so if somebody is involved in any matter relating to corruption or corruption related offenses, I don't think it is okay for some people to be defending. But the point is that the mere fact that we say Ebo is engaged in a corrupt or corruption-related offenses of 55 million.
Why do you like to use people hypothetically?
No, but when there's somebody, so mention
right of response to people are heckling. Let's do it.
So Yoko puts across
I have another conversation.
Miracles. They're investigating Miracles for 55 million cedis. That alone is not enough to say that Miracle is corrupt or Miracle has stolen state money. Please, you see, we do these things to hurt people. I say it all the time.
Reputations and all of that.
We do these things to hurt people, and by the time that they are exonerated, they are hurt beyond repairs.
For example, give an example.
That is what the problem has always been.
Right.
So please, let us do so by doing it right by the people.
Fair.
That is our only reason why we decry these persecutions, these witch hunts, and all of that. It wouldn't serve any of our problems. The future is pregnant with triplets. Let's tread cautiously.
Quickly, just and then I'll come to it.
Contrary to what my
reason we have to do it quickly because I have to.
You know, when corruption becomes widespread, citizens tend to lose confidence in public officials, and Miracle is a public officer.
3FM 92.7.
So when we allow these things to go on this way and continue to defend, it emboldens others to continue to do the same. Besides, the Ghanaian people, as I earlier said, have lost confidence and trust in our system, especially with the issues of corruption. It's about bad governance and our rules that have been deployable, which in leadership are not attending to it. At least we may manage it. But when it comes to issues of corruption, it angers the people the more. Fine. Let's try and make corruption a no area.
You see, when I mentioned the issue of at a point in time, we need to touch our laws. You see, Ethiopia, last year, they passed the law, retroactive law, the law that goes back 10 years. And what was the essence of the law? That if you had occupied public office and you had acquired any property, you should be able to tell the state how you acquired it. So the burden of proof is not on the state, it's on you. Ethiopia has done it. And they've seized, confiscated a lot of properties. Singapore has a similar law, where the burden of proof is on the accused, not on the state. Because people have a way, if you see somebody all of a sudden within 2 years, the person has a mansion, you should be able to tell the state how you got the money to build it. It shouldn't be the state to prove that you stole money to build it. The person himself should be able to tell. That's what I'm saying. We need to, if you really want to fight corruption successfully,
it's in the laws.
I just said the corruption is a natural concomitant. Poverty is a natural concomitant of corruption. People are poor in this country because of the way people loot in this country.
Fine.
So let's touch our laws to be able to solve some of these problems.
Right. We're going to talk the NPP's internal. It was right of response.
I deserve mine. Just brief, very, very brief. Now, you see, I just want to expose the formula. So from now on, going forward, we can all look and see. Number one, there's a 3-year time frame within which if we don't get Akufo-Addo behind bars, he walks. So MPP has been trying very hard to work that 3-year time frame. We are almost 2 years down. It's left with 1 year and about 4 months for Akufo-Addo to walk.
Right.
Now, once he walks, he becomes the person that they will use as a shield. Look at what's his name, the MPA guy. What's his name?
Mustafa Hamid, and the claim that he was
said,
given a house.
Yes,
that's clear.
It's a very good point. I want to make it clear that Akufo-Addo gave him the house. So are you going to ask Akufo-Addo under what circumstance? The man who was holding the purse also runs. That is Ken Oforiatta. And he stays out long enough for Akufo-Addo to walk.
Fair enough.
Then Bawumia is put in place as flag bearer so that all those around him can claim persecution and they make a prosecution become a political
Fair point.
We must be vigilant. No thief will walk, including Akufo-Addo and everybody else down from Bawumia through to his spokesperson.
Speak to me on your internal elections, constituency level elections. It does appear all is not well on that front. There's a call that is being made for me at 9:30, so I'm going to squeeze this one through. But Talk to me on that. The panel believes that the party is in serious trouble with the manner and nature of which things are going.
I don't think so. So far, so good. Just that there are a few constituencies that have their own issues relating to the album reorganization and all of that. But it is normal to have a 276 constituency elections, and just a handful of that has its own issues, and I don't think this in any way will affect the unity that we have. Will affect.
Are you sure? Okatache is languishing in prisons, in police custody somewhere. Nobody is minding him.
No, he has been released.
He's been released now.
Yeah, he's been released. Well, it's one of those things, and I don't think I don't
in NPP. It's one of those things in NPP. It's normal.
You see, I don't support electoral violence and all of that. But of course, just as I indicated, 276 constituencies. Obviously, there'll be a few casualties here and there. But I don't think that is enough to distort our peace, our unity as a political party. We are reorganizing ourselves. In come September, Boachi Ejaku will be elected as national chairman. Kwame Poku CID will be elected as national youth organizer, and then we'll take it out from there.
Ebo.
Yeah. Akufo-Addo a good MPP. You see, Fante, if you come to Fante history, we have something we call Akufo-Addo Egu, the Nanompo. Akufo-Addo a good MPP. This one I speak it in Fante. Akufo-Addo a good MPP. Akufo-Addo has collapsed MPP. You see, look at what is, I told you about me. I've been a youth organizer of MPP before. For 8 years, I was a youth organizer of the party. And this MPP is not the MPP that I joined. This MPP, see, let me tell you what is even more serious. My own good friend, my schoolmate, my friend, my body, Mystic. Are you a free?
Yeah. My neighbor, my roommate.
Yeah. Are you a free? Has publicly said that as for the constituency elections, you can allow anybody to win because that is where the action is. So we need people, old faces, to be able to fight for the party to win power. But when it comes to the region and national, you need to be a Bawumia loyalist before you can be elected. This is MPP for you. And they talk about democracy. This is the party that talks about democracy. Look at how this guy was beaten. You see, when I see some of the young guys who don't know the party they belong to, I laugh. MPP, see the way Kateche was beaten. This is just the beginning.
They broke his head.
And others were, it's only Kateche. People were beaten all over the places. Because that is MPP for you, a mafia party. You see, a political party, already you have a very weak, incompetent leader in the person of the Bawumia, Alhaji Bawumia. Instead of you to having such a weak and incompetent leader, clueless leader who ran away from the economy to digitalization, they just package a slow achievement small for him to work with. Such a person is your leader. Instead of you to look at the party and how you can strengthen the party so that even with a strong party and a weak leader, you can do something. Now you are weakening the party the same way you have a weak leader. And if I hear them say, we are going to win the next election, I laugh. It's like they have to say something to represent something. Right. So, indeed, Akufo-Addo's legacy is what is showing in MPP that the center cannot hold. In government, you failed woefully. In opposition, you are failing. Look at their behavior in parliament. Look at even their behavior in the party. Something happens, those who are contesting, you see, yesterday, those who went to Yoko, all of them were people who are contesting for positions because they wanted a platform to showcase and to sell themselves. All the people contesting were there. And they granted, all of them granted interviews to show strength. That we are here to support our brother.
It was a popularity contest.
He wants to replace Miracles as
Mark, come in for me and then.
Issues of internal politics is my field. My field, my main casa.
Election watch, so political parties, right?
I believe that these are things that really and naturally occurs in political parties. There are violence here and there, misunderstandings here and there, but we are trusting that policies that have been formulated would, one way or the other, reduce to the barest minimum issues of violence that occurs. I've said that there shouldn't be any day or any time where people's decision to go and elect a leader will lead to confrontations that will bring about people vandalizing themselves and killing themselves. I realized that the NPP had made some mistakes, and it is important that they identify those mistakes and correct them. Some of the mistakes are that when a political party is going for an internal elections, they decide whether to handle the elections themselves or they hand over to the Electoral Commission. By so doing, you submit your albums that contains your delegates to the Electoral Commission. Now, on the day of the elections, the commission now brings out the album, gives copies of the albums days before the election to the aspirants and or their agents, so they can track and know who are coming as delegates to vote, so that they don't bring different people from the market circles and squares to come and represent the voting. I believe the NPP couldn't do that, because if they had done that, I'm not sure a secretary can grasp the voter, the register, jump through his window, and then boot away. Or a chairman could decide that no, you are part, but you are not part because you are not a Bawumia loyalist. I think that is a very big mistake.
The albums are manufactured. They sit in their bedroom and manufacture it.
Which is wrong. Even if you are manufacturing it, you give it to the Electoral Commission. On the day of the voting, we bring it out. What they have done is rather disintegrating them. It is rather creating a lot of apathy among. Oh no! As a CSO, I shouldn't be happy about this. No. I want you to organize yourself. Because you are an alternate, all right? You are an alternate. Not that you are.
And it serves the country.
It serves the country's interest. Not that they are the biggest opposition, all right? Or the alternate which is going to win power in 2028. Because there are other parties that are also coming up. And I know the UP and other parties are also teaming up, which is going to bring a different force. And that is what the Ghanaian people have been looking at.
Fair point. Mr. Derek, you have a final word and then...
Yeah, I believe that this is what the NPP was trying to avoid in the first instance. If they had allowed fairness to prevail in the internal election, bottom up, the product of the results would not be the same, because Bawumia and his boss, Akufo-Addo, and their Ken Ofori-Atta had made them so unpopular that they would not have won at the base, and would have trickled through to region, national, and then ultimately the flag bearership would have been won by Ken Ejipon. Unfortunately, Ken Ejipon has left, or is being booted out even as he exits, and the base is coming. The base is going to take the remnants of the NPP after the majority of them have gone to the UP. The party is in disarray, total disarray. And of course, Bawumia now losing his aids and etc. to corruption, and Ghanaians becoming more aware of the loot that Bawumia and his people did.
NPP is now synonymous to corruption.
Yes. So I think that the end has come. So I urge my good friend and namesake to flee from disaster. You can see the floodwaters are coming. Please run to higher ground. Okay,
right. Gentlemen, thank you. Mark Usiako, convener of Election Watch Ghana. Derek Ejekum is a member of the NPP's communication team. Prince Derek J as well, a member of the NDC's communications team. Ebo Bachman is deputy communications director of the UP. My guest in studio this morning.
92.7.
Getable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live streaming of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion meets content creation. Rock your favorite football jersey, challenge your friends in a PlayStation battle, enjoy arcade games, creator collaborations, amazing content creation, and the live screening of the FIFA World Cup final on a giant screen. It's more than football. It's networking, fun, and unforgettable vibes. Hey, 19 July 2026. Time is 3 p.m. Location is Nexus 9 Lounge and Spaces, East Legon. Play and connect. Play, connect, and create. Don't hear about it. Be there. Content creators and football lovers, are you ready? Creator Cycles is back with Play and Connect 3.0, the Creator Cup Jersey Edition. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon where football passion
to be in the studio, but I have another program that I have to physically speak at, which is also in commemoration of the World Youth Skills Day, and that is on the other side of Accra. So I had to do it to permit me to speak on phone. So
absolutely.
I want to thank you for granting me that opportunity as well.
Right. Today, the day is very obvious, and you're on your way to speak at a function as well in relation to it. What does today mean to you, and are we moving fast enough in being able to ready our young people with appropriate skills for the job market and to be the leaders of tomorrow that we've touted them to be since we were all young people and still are young people, and we're told always?
Yes, thank you very much, and good morning to you once again, and good morning to your viewers, and maybe for those who will be watching you online on 3FM, and of course to my fellow youth of Ghana. I want to say good morning to them, and thank you for the opportunity to join you today as we commemorate the National Youth Skills Day, which of course it is an important occasion to reflect on how we can better prepare Ghana's youth for the future of work and position them to contribute meaningfully to national development. When we look at the data, there is a group of young people that we call youth, that is UEET. That is to say, they are not in any form of employment, they are not in any form of education, and they are not in any form of training. And these are the most vulnerable group even within the unemployed youth of the country. So these are the sets of people that we encourage or try to push to go into various skills acquisition. And when we look at today's job market, it's changing rapidly, driven by technology, artificial intelligence, automation, and of course the green economy. And for one to remain competitive as a Ghanaian youth, you must acquire future-ready skills that will help you within that environment, especially with digital literacy, critical thinking, problem-solving, communication, entrepreneurship, and etc. But most importantly, the one that actually bothers most is the fact that the skills must lead to jobs and entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
Skills training should not end up with just certificates. it must translate into, of course, it must translate into decent jobs. It must lead to self-employment, and it must also lead to business creation. And that is why government and the private sector must always work hand in hand to develop partnership that must work together to create pathways for training to employment, internships and apprenticeships, and access to start-up support. And that is why, leading into the 2024 elections, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama realized the high level of young people within the NEET group, and for that matter, were able to introduce so many programs that would push many young people into various skills training, and not just skills training, but lead them into employment or lead them into self-employment, or they themselves being industry giants in where they learn. And if you remember, last year, Excellency launched the National Apprenticeship Program. And aside from the National Youth Authority, which is in the National Apprenticeship Program, we also have other agencies who are doing some skills training or skills acquisition across the government. And the National Apprenticeship Program was to transition people from unskilled labor to skilled labor and also to employment. So it's supposed to pick people who do not have any skills or training, whether technical or vocational, give them the skills, train them in such a way that they themselves are employer. Because it's one thing looking for a job, and it's one thing actually having the skills that is needed within the job market. Because the job market requires some skills. If you don't have those skill sets, then, as I said, you fall within the need bracket, and you are even more vulnerable within the vulnerable group. So there's a National Apprenticeship Program by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And as I said earlier, it's not just about acquiring certificates, but moving from the skills training to being employable or being employed or actually setting yourself up. Now, within the National Apprenticeship Program, we just don't train you, but we look at how we can also set you up in terms of giving you start-up tools for you to be able to set yourself up. Now, depending on the kind of skills that you train, some may require a working space to work. Some actually don't require a working space. Some just need an online presence to be subscribed onto. And others actually need startup capital. Beyond just the startup tools, others also need startup capital. Now, for those who require startup capital, we further onboard you onto another government program, which is the Ejumara program, which is to look at startup. So once you are trained under the National Apprenticeship Program, we look at the various graduates case by case. It is not a wholesale effect. We look at it case by case, depending on what you want to do. Because not everybody wants to be on their own and be an entrepreneur. Some want to work in industry. Sometimes, interesting to know, even when people are done with their training, they still want to work with their madams or their masters for their masters to pay them. And some of the masters actually even want to keep their students because they think they are hardworking and they are efficient and they are effective enough. So these are the various things government has been doing for young people to acquire certain skills. So we want to make sure that young people must also take responsibility sometimes for their own development and embracing some of this lifelong learning innovation. It is not enough that government provides all these opportunities, and sometimes when young people are given the opportunity, they either become dropouts along the way, some actually change their minds, and it actually blocks other people from enjoying some of these skills. Now, beyond the hard skills that has to do with, example, carpentry, hairdressing, we also need to look at going beyond the hard skills to soft skills and actually sharpening the various skills that we learn. Because, example, every day you hear that we have carpenters in Ghana, we have people who do POP or plaster boards in Ghana. However, people prefer to go to neighboring Togo to go and bring in some of these artisans. Because, one, people are looking at their working habits. People are also looking at sometimes the output of the work that they are doing. You won't believe that even now people send their measurements to Nigeria for some fashion designers to sew and send the clothes back to them. Because people have expressed concern about some finishing, how some people don't finish a clothes, and all these skills are skills that we look at how we can sharpen. It is not enough that because you want to be a carpenter, it's just about driving the nail through the wood. How do you polish the furniture? How do you polish the joinery?
Right.
That if somebody is even importing a set of furniture from even Europe, and you are also manufacturing it in Ghana, it's very difficult for the person to even tell the difference in terms of the appearance and even the quality. That is the kind of quality we are pushing young people and training young people to get to. So it is still in progress, and I am more than optimistic that we will surely get there. And once we're able to get this right, we'll be able to reduce the importation of certain things. We'll be able to also export some of our skilled labor. And I'm sure this day is a day that many young people will embrace so far as the World Youth Skills Day is concerned.
Right, fantastic. Now, on the National Apprenticeship Program, for one, we know that when it was launched last year, the target was 10,000 apprentices in 2025, scaling up to 100,000 by this year. Where are we on that? Have the first 10,000 completed their training? Are they out? Are we seeking to get a bit more persons to get in this year as well? Where are we in relation to that? And in answering, there's also the elements that it's been majorly in Accra and Kumasi. How are we catering for other young persons as well outside of these major capitals?
Yes, thank you very much. It wasn't. Now let me answer the questions from the last bit of the question. It wasn't measured in Accra and Kumasi only. Now there was a geographical distribution based on the number of districts. So every district had equal number of master craft persons and also apprentices. But of course, when you come to Greater Accra has more districts and has more constituencies. When you go to Ashanti region has 47 constituencies. So when you do a summary, you realize that Ashanti region will have more, Greater Accra will have more than a region like Upper East. But we did an equal distribution according to constituencies. So every constituency was given an equal number. But when you put them together, you realize that Greater Accra has about 36 constituencies and Ashanti region has about 47 constituencies. So when you put the regions together, you realize that they have more. But they have more because they have more in terms of population, they have more in terms of their constituency. There was an equal distribution according to the districts and the constituencies. Now, if you go beyond that, last year there was a promise of us doing 10,000. We're able to exceed that target by training 14,000 people. They 14,000 apprentices. Now, they started in September last year. Now, in September last year, we have different trainings. Some trainings are 3 months, some trainings are 6 months, some trainings are 9 months, and some trainings are 12 months, and even some are 18 months. For example, someone who is learning mechanical engineering or auto mechanics, it's about 18 months, because in learning auto mechanics, you have to learn a bit of something within the vehicle. Those learning fashion designing, the syllabus have been able to compile them for 12 months. So the first group of people who were to do 3 months are done. We are done with the 6 months group. So we're now waiting to graduate the 12 months and also the 18 months. So by September this year, we have been done with the first batch of 14,000 people. Then we onboard the next batch with the target to 100,000. We are so optimistic to see if we can be able to hit the 100,000. But quite apart from that, we also want to call on development partners, want to call on donors, we want to call on industry players. It may not be in terms of supporting in terms of cash or logistics, but some industries can even support in terms of also training some of these young people as part of their social corporate responsibility, or even training to recruit, and all those numbers would go a long way to help us. So we're calling for support, we're calling for collaboration to see how we can reduce the youth unemployment through proper skills, contemporary modern skills acquisition.
I know there's a huge talk as well these days about AI and digital skills and all of that. We're seeing the Coders program, which might not directly fall within your purview as well. Touch on that for me briefly, and then I'll come to you again. I think we'll have to wrap up in about 5 minutes as well on disabilities, persons living with disabilities, and how we're taking care of them as well, young persons along that catchment area.
Yes. The 1 million coders, which was also launched last year, was to see how many young people could go into serious computer literacy, coding, programming. And if you check the updates from the Ministry of Communication, there was some procurement of laptops to help many young people in terms of the coding. It is ongoing, and the interesting thing is about the interest of many young people to hook on to most of these government programs, and that shows how young people are willing and eager to take themselves out of the poverty and the unemployed bracket. So these are programs that His Excellency is very, 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 very passionate about, and he continues to give all these programs the needed support and the needed financial backing for it to exceed. Now, when it comes to issues of people living with disabilities, the National Youth Authority is one of the few agencies that, even at the helm of affairs, we have a person who is visually impaired. My deputy CEO in charge of finance is visually impaired. So even at the helm of affairs, we have inclusion so far as people living with disability is concerned, thanks to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, for the program itself, we had a 5% inclusion for people living with disabilities. Unfortunately, what we were able to get was 1.5% of the total number of people who were trained under the National Apprenticeship Program were people living with disabilities. We want to, this year, aggressively go out there and go after them and give at least some packages to enable them also get onto the program. Now, the problem with it has to do with sometimes trying to match a person living with disability with another master craft person. Because, you know, in terms of people living with disabilities, people are differently disabled. So you, for example, someone who is visually impaired, you cannot give maybe somebody who is, has a hearing or speaking problem to somebody who is visually impaired to train. And sometimes, due to the geographical location, if you are not careful, you are going to further disable the person. So assuming somebody who is visually impaired is in Accra, and we have a master who is visually impaired in Boga who can train the person. If you want to do that matching, it further disables the person living with disability. So this year we're looking at putting together a comprehensive program to further include them, because the target is to make sure we're able to get to a 5%. But last year we did 1.5%, and this year we hope that we're able to go beyond the 1.5%. So once again, we have a disability desk which is headed by the Deputy CEO in charge of Finance and Administration, for those who remember, Mr. Jacob Atule Adongo, and he has been working assiduously to see how we could have so many of the people living with disabilities also get on board and benefit from it. So our doors are open to groups also who can get people to hook on to the program, but we still want to hit the 5% target for the people living with disabilities.
Right, Ms. Ayariga, we'll leave it here. I'm sure the conversations we need to have a bit more, and so the invitation is so very much open for you to join us so that we can talk the youth proper and what is being done for them as well, so we can track a number of these things, and you have a whole hand. Absolutely. We'll look forward to when things are easier, we can sit and have you in studio with us and have the conversation properly as well.
I'm a privilege.
Right.
Thank you.
That's Osman Ayariga. He's the CEO of the National Youth Authority, joining us as we commemorate World Youth Day, World Youth Skills Day today. It's a very important day on the UN calendar.
because you can receive the training. If the opportunity is not there for you, if the environment does not help you to put that training
to good
use and earn money and also train people, then we'll keep increasing the number of people we're training and all of that. But it's good. It's good. He's doing some good job at the NYA, and we wish him all the best. He's a big man. This morning, I want to say good morning to Professor Lord Mauko Yevugan.
Yevugan, Mr. Yevugan.
Is Yevugan
Professor?
Yeah. Professor Lord.
Professor Yevugan.
Cambridge-trained professor.
You know, with small college.
When it comes to class, that's what he says. He's a Cambridge-trained professor. He's a big man. He does so well when it comes to, development. It comes to international political economy, international relations, Ghana's relations with the external world. I'm talking about the West-South cooperation and all of that. I just want to say good morning to him, and we thank him for the knowledge that he keeps impacting to
Prof, the way you are being spoken highly of, I'm very certain I'm supposed to be your student too. So
he's a big man.
So perhaps I should be your student. Let me know how I can be your student, because the way your student is giving you accolades.
He's a good, a prolific writer. Just a few of his books. The latest one is Independency. How we are politically independent, but economically we're still
tied. Our strings are tied, and we are being moved like puppets.
Talking about aid, conditionalities, structural adjustment programs. Charlie is a solid.
All in all, Professor Yevugan. Good morning to you. Cambridge-trained professor. Good morning to you. A few birthdays that we have to get out of the way. The first one, bless Yayira Koku Amevuvo. Cheers to greatness. God bless your new age from your sister, Pat, Yevu, and brother. Bless Yayira Koku Amevuvo. Cheers, and a happy birthday to you. Crosby, I'm sure this one will be of interest to you. Happy birthday to Miss Victoria Ameya, CEO of Okunupa Companies in Asamankesi. Miss Victoria Ameya, the CEO of Okunupa Companies, wishing you God's abundant blessings, good health, wisdom, and continued success in all you do. Okunupa, the name Okunupa is why I'm saying that. May this new year bring you greater achievement and lasting happiness. Have a wonderful celebration. Warm regards from Chief Asante. Also, Mo Shaolin, wishing you God's abundant blessings, good health, and wisdom, and continued success in all you do. May this new year bring you greater achievement and lasting happiness from Justice and Salisu as well. Two quick final ones. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Dr. Grant Fuswasare. And if you see Dr. Grant Fuswasare, you'll be fascinated. No, that's not Dr. Grant Fuswasare, my boss. You showed, yes, that's Dr. Grant Fuswasare. They've titled him doctor. The family is putting pressure on him already to be a doctor. But happy birthday to you, Dr. Grant Fuswasare. He's a very young man. Wishing you God's blessings, good health, and long life. Best wishes from your auntie, Abigail Kesewa. Happy birthday to you, Grant Fusu Asar. The last one I have is a happy birthday to my husband, Frederick Echekpeho, from your wife and family. Happy birthday to you, Frederick Echekpeho. That's our show for you today, which came to you from our studios here on the John Hammond Street. Always appreciative and glad that you could join us. We're back again, God willing, tomorrow. Stick and stay. News update at 10.
3FM 92.7 Urban Lifestyle Radio Station.
Hello there, it's 10 a.m. Welcome to the news update at 10 with me, Christabel Success Trebe. The 2028 campaign director for Dr. Bawumia, Dennis Miracles Abuaje, has been released from the custody of Iyoko after meeting his bail conditions. He was granted bail of 50 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties on Monday. Before his release, Iyoko officials visited Abuaje's residence in Latte, with him in a partial fulfillment of his bail conditions.